Here's Rancid Redrisha. Why do we call her Rancid Redrisha? I think she is a beggar. I think she is a common beggar. However, she has some intel for us for a side quest that we are on right now. I think it is for the Thieves Guild or maybe the Fighters Guild or Dark Brotherhood. I got nothing to eat.
I'm so hungry.
Here you go, bud.
Thank you, kind.
And actually, I lied. It is not Thieves Guild or Dark Brotherhood. It is Fighters Guild.
I heard that some of the provinces were talking about seceding from the Empire. Probably just talk, though. Everything's a bit unsettled now.
A bit unsettled indeed. Because, yeah, we have a Fighters Guild quest. Travel to Leowin, which is where we are now. And we need to find 3 members of the Fighters Guild who have been causing trouble. Now, what could that possibly entail? What kind of trouble we talk about? Yay, what's up, Jet Dive? Good to see you, buddy. Poor Jet Dive can't get rid of me because we played games on Friday. Played some Phasmo. We played games on Sunday. We did some PSO. Now JD's hanging out with us on Monday. So poor JD, try as he might, he can't. He can't quit me. I wish I could quit you. We sure did. We played some games, but that was a good time. And we'll do more. We'll do more maybe this Sunday. I'll see if I can. I think I should have a pretty good idea. I probably have a pretty good idea about this weekend. Saturday is going to be pretty shot for me. But yeah, I could maybe do Sunday. Oh, that's right. We got Majora's Mask as well. That's a very good point. Yeah. I mean, of course, one thing that comes to mind for the Majora's Mask randomizer thing is would it need to be in one sitting? Like it wouldn't need to be a one-shot, or could we split it up across multiple days? Because if we could split it up across multiple days, I'd be fine to do weekdays. Weeknights, that is. But if you think, like, power gaming would be best, in, you know, where it's like a single session kind of thing, then yeah, we'd want to do weekends. One shot, gotcha, yeah. Ooh, that makes me nervous because we have seen some of the, both of us have seen some of the Majora's Mask rando stuff that Gratafi has done. Although most of those were solo for him. So I think if we could tag team that shit, I think we'd be all right. So yeah, maybe we could. I mean, if you'd like, I could do that. I could do that this Sunday, or PSO on Sunday. We could. I mean, we could hit up the other boys, the other lads. It sounds like Arctic's schedule is freed up quite a bit, and usually Dave's pretty flexible. So I would imagine most of this month will probably be pretty chill. And I know we need to get it done before the end of this month. So yeah, I could do this Sunday, and if not this Sunday, I could look to see what other weekend things I have. The only thing I have for the following weekend is Saturday. I'll be busy, I think, on the 23rd. Or no, that's a Sunday actually. If we had to split it up, yeah. Yeah, well, I agree that it probably would make sense to do it as a one-shot, though. And finish the cleaning. Of course, Johnson. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Let's continue with this quest. We got Fighters Guild stuff.
Please be.
So, who's been causing trouble? Let's find out.
There are some folks causing trouble, that's for sure. Head over to the Five Claws Lodge. You'll see.
We'll see you when we get there.
Blessings of Julianos upon you.
Some Gundam matches, nice, JD. It sounds like people have really been enjoying it. Now that Overwatch 2 has launched, I don't know if there's as much. I like how he just runs face first through that sign. Now that Overwatch 2 has launched, it seems like
good day.
There's more. I don't know, maybe less negative. Not exactly positive, but less negative Overwatch things being discussed recently. Because yeah, when I feel like right before it launched, which I guess was a few weeks ago, there was some pretty like unsavory news articles and whatnot kind of making the round. So a lot of people were kind of getting nudged into Overwatch alternative options, and Gundam Evolution's a big one. So I hope like people are still enjoying it and are still flocking to it. For those who don't want to go in on the Overwatch 2 drama. Hey, what's up, Gundam guy? Happy morning to you as well. Oh, and people are going back to it. Oh, well, maybe that's it. Maybe Overwatch 2 can like keep the toxic jabronis, and Gundam Evolution can keep like the wholesome boys and girls.
I believe in the transforming power of honest work. I honor your vocation as adventurer. By your labors and their fruits, you praise Zenithar.
I definitely know who Zenithar is. Absolutely. I'm guessing it's one of the 9.
Be seeing you.
So we are to head to the inn. This is the Three Sisters Inn. There's the Five Claw Inn, I think that's what they said. Looks like I have it on my map. They're still kind of... Oh, really? I wouldn't really think of Gundam peeps as being necessarily toxic. Are there like things you've noticed as you've played the game where you were kind of like showing face to face the depths of what the fandom sometimes has? Because yeah, I wouldn't think it would be that bad necessarily. I mean, let's be honest, every fandom has something going on, right? Also, I still have this thing. It is weightless and nearly valueless, but I still have it. Here's the one, by the way. Five Claws Lodge. We've been here before.
Never liked you, Redguard. Never
Nope.
will.
And I see
Keep pouring drinks.
they're drinking and like yelling at each other.
Move
There's
along.
nobody else here. The tables are knocked over. Never should have come here.
Your Fighters Guild. Get them out of here.
So they're getting drunk and they're getting surly.
So much dirt and so little time. Pause, but a moment, and you'll be drowned in the tide. Trash, mud, dust. We all love Count Marius and his father before him. Arche bless his soul. Such a fine young man. And now his new wife, so beautiful, so fine. And wise? Oh, yes. The new Lady Leowyn is daughter to Countess Ariana Valga, County Coral. And so she knows just how the county should be run. Lady Alicia tells Count Marius exactly what to do, and he does as she says. But listen to me, cawing and chattering like
Kind of an
old
odd
fish crow.
Combination of things to say. This person's like, oh god, everything's dirty. Then he's like, oh, but the Count and the Countess are so amazing. Like, you feeling okay, buddy?
Causing trouble? Yes. Causing much trouble, scaring customers, breaking furniture. Bad, bad men.
So they're just getting drunk and getting surly and causing a ruckus and being a bunch of shitty jabronis. Alright, what's going on, dudes?
It's not wise to interrupt us in the middle of our discussion.
Discussion, that's what they're calling it.
I don't think so. I'll tell you what real trouble is. It's trying to pay my debtors when there's no work. It's my wife taking in wash to buy food. That's been the state of things since the Blackwood Company began moving in.
So here it is. We finally hear about the Blackwood Company. I had a sneaking suspicion that this was going to come up sooner than later, and here it is. This is the competitor that is moving into town and causing
I
problems.
spit on them. Mercenaries sent by the Emperor to reclaim territory in Black Marsh. When they failed, they came back and set up shop. They've been undercutting us on contracts ever since, and they've no qualms about accepting jobs no guild member would be caught dead doing.
Okay, well, I want to say the first one, he's not going to like that. The second one would be more diplomatic. Hey, what's up, Alexandra? We actually beat the main quest on Sunday? Saturday. Friday. It was Friday. Yes, I definitely have my days straight. We beat the main quest on Friday, so now we're doing side things, including Fighters Guild quests. Yeah, this one would be more diplomatic, by the way. If we want to calm him down.
A brilliant idea. Orion only sends his best these days. Tell you what, you go find us some paying work and we'll happily go about it. Jobs would be great. Too bad no one is giving us any these days. If you can find some work for us, we'll do it.
So I guess we'll have to go back to Orin then.
Obliged? You've never worked an honest day in your life, you stupid orc.
Oh, he's talking to him.
How about
He's looking at me.
more drinks, sweetheart?
He's looking at me, but talking to him.
Now, Redguard.
Something you need? We still need work.
Anything else they want to talk about?
I'd love some work. Seems like joining the Blackwood Company is the only way to get it, though.
Yeah, think about the Blackwood companies that apparently they're a bunch of meanies.
Did you hear? The Countess was robbed. Someone stole her family ring.
I definitely know nothing about that. That's right, we got the Red Bomber friend. We do. Doing a great job, holding down the fort for us all.
We appreciate it. You're not half the...
Are you still talking? Jobs are good. I need more money, so I need more jobs for money.
I guess one thing that comes to mind is that all three of them need work, so they're venting their frustrations by going to this bar and breaking furniture and scaring patrons and drinking a fuck ton. Doesn't drinking at a bar cost a lot of money though? I've never drank before, but I've been to many bars throughout my life, and I've seen the prices that like, even if you're just drinking beer, getting drunk at a bar is an expensive venture.
I guess Rosentia Galenus got rid of whatever barnyard animals she was keeping inside her house.
Yeah, we took care of that one too. We did everything.
Show me something.
Alright, well, these guys are being weirdos, but unsurprisingly, it will all come down to us to figure out what's going down. We could go back and talk to our fixer for this quest. See what the thing. Yeah, drunk and disorderly. Or maybe talk to some of the locals. Let's do that. Let's talk to the locals. You're a local.
An old beggar. Me children will thank you for your
Scallywag. Scalawag, rather.
Thank you, kind sir. Jobs for the Fighters Guild? Try Margart. If she's not at home or at the Five Claws, she's probably out looking for alchemical ingredients.
Odd name, Margart.
There's nothing new I can tell you about jobs for your guild.
It's tricky because we are a Fighters Guild member and we need Fighters Guild jobs. So it's weird that, yeah, our task is to find tasks for other people. We're basically doing our supervisor's work, but we're being compensated no greater than a simple underling. So it's like, yes, we have the responsibilities of a supervisor, but we're not given the goods. What's up, Ogasso? Good to see you, bud. So yes, we need to find her wherever she might be. So, oh, apparently she's right behind me. Oh my gosh, is she right here? No, I was gonna say, what would the odds be, right?
How about mixing up some potions?
Alessia. Oh, right, yeah, that's the Countess.
Yes. There's nothing.
Fighters Guild jobs? Nope, nothing. Okay.
How did a dark elf become Count Shadenhall? King Helsith and Baranzia have considerable influence, and Helsith and Indaris are cronies. Get it?
We're the Fighters Guild. We are the Fighters Guild intern, right? Yeah, yeah. They gave us a task that said like, there's Fighters Guild members in this bar that are causing a problem. Figure out what's got them pissed off. What has them pissed off? Well, they need work, so we have to find them work. Kind of looks like a real person. Yeah, like some of the NPC, the Oblivion NPCs looked pretty fucked up, but yeah, she like looks pretty normal. She is a Breton, I think, and I think the Bretons are like dudes and dudettes look mostly human in this game. Mostly.
Well met.
Mostly.
I'm sure there's an abundance of exotic ingredients to be gathered nearby. In Blackwood, for example, or along the Nibbin.
Nibbin.
De Gale has been training high-ranking mages more about mysticism. And she's also been researching sheep, from what I hear.
Sheep and mysticism. Maybe she means to transform people into sheep or teleport sheep elsewhere, which would be pretty cool.
I suppose I've got something I could use the guild's help with. I need ogre teeth and minotaur horn for my alchemy experiments.
Perfect. Hey, what's up, Pokey?
They're tough to get, but I prefer fresh, and I'll pay
Fresh.
well. And I just don't trust those Blackwood Company folks to find them. Well, I'm not sure about you either. Tell you what, if you bring me back 5 portions of ectoplasm, I'll give my business to the guild.
Interesting.
That's my offer.
So let's recap, because once again, how ridiculous this is that our task is like the liaison between our supervisor, you know, the fixer for this quest, and then trying to make, I guess, our coworkers happy. What's it gonna do with the sheep? I don't think I want to think about it. I'm doing well, Pokey. I'm doing well. We're playing some Oblivion. This is my first ever playthrough. We just beat the main quest last time, so now we're doing some side quests and some guild quests. Right now we have a Fighters Guild quest, and the Fighters Guild quest sent us to Leyawen because there are Fighters Guild members that are causing a ruckus at a bar. They're breaking furniture, scaring patrons, getting into fights. Turns off they're all pissed off because they can't find work. And we are a Fighters Guild member, and our... Like, it's just weird to me how we're a Fighters Guild member and our task is to help other Fighters Guild members find work because our our supervisor or our fixer, the person who, you know, assigns us tasks, couldn't be bothered to do it. And look how hard we had to look to find work for them. We had to talk to 2 people. 2 people! How hard was that? What the hell? So, anyway, we need to get some ectoplasm, so I guess we gotta go fight some ghosts. It's a shame, because I just got rid of a bunch of ectoplasm recently. She's like, yeah, if you give me some ectoplasm, then I'll give you guys the contract, I guess, to do this work.
Got the ectoplasm, and we'll talk about
It's a strange setup that we have right now. That's right, Alexander. Time to bust some ghosts.
Good day.
Busting makes me feel good. And then there's this lady.
You were Martin's friend, weren't you? You were fortunate to have known him.
And yes, Martin. We remember him well.
Well, I don't know much about politics, but I think Lady Alicia's right. We've got to put a stop to all these bandits and rabble in the Transnibelung.
Some ectoplasm, El Gaso. I'm sure it's fresh.
I know the Khajiit are all upset that the council took away their land and gave it to us, but they just have to get over it. It's our land now.
Oh my gosh. I know the Khajiit are mad at us because we stole their land, but oh, they'll just get over it. Woo, that's a spicy take. Ooh, buddy.
When Sadrasa isn't teaching alchemy, he spends all of his time researching a cure for skooma addiction.
What a comment to arrive at from an NPC on this Columbus Day of all days. And Indigenous Peoples Day. We just saw that in the calendar earlier, so it's like, oh, buddy. It's a bit fresh, a bit raw. Well, the best way to find ectoplasm is to fight some ghosts, and the best kinds of ghosts are in caves and ruins and such. Let's just start looking in caves and ruins until we find one that has ghosts and undead and zombies in it. So I'm just gonna kind of poke around. We could go right into Telepe, but I think we've been in Telepe already. Apply more skooma. That's correct. Yeah, that is the cure. We've heard a number of NPCs make mention of finding a cure for skooma addiction, that is. And it makes me wonder if the cure for skooma addiction will be like a side quest that we'll learn about at some point. And yeah, and if that is the case, like though there will be like some kind of side quest, there will be some amazing discovery, and we'll like enjoy following the details of the quest as far as we can go. And then at the end, we like investigate what the cure is, like what's in this bottle, and it's just more skooma. After all that effort. So we've been to Undertow Cavern before. I want to find like a new place, because I figure if I'm going into caverns and that kind of stuff, I might as well make it a new one. Also, we could actually be going maybe this way. I think I want to go this way because I think I would like to kind of start meander towards Deepscorn Hollow. This Deepscorn Hollow has some cool stuff. We've been to Tidewater Cave, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So we're just going to kind of meander this way. And we'll jump into the first thing that looks cool. Or if we meander this entire way and we don't reach anything else cool, if we meander this whole way and we only reach Deepscorn Hollow, then we'll explore that too, because that is a side quest in and of itself. Stinkhorn. Are these the ones that like fart at us? I can't remember. Turn the volume up a little bit on my end. Excuse me. So there's Fort Blue Blood, which we've been to before. Yeah, we went there for a Mage's Guild quest a while back. This is a way shrine. I don't know if it's a new one for us. Nope, just a well. It allows us to draw its power. Oops, and a little bit of fall damage. For old time's sake. Oh, really? Wait, Elgaso, is that legit, or is that just something you made up? Because I wouldn't doubt that it was something that like the Empire manually brought in. I don't know where skooma would have originated from. We see a lot of skooma in Morrowind, but I don't know if like that is a provincial thing specific to Morrowind, or it might just be that Dunmer are big into it. Maybe Dunmer are just like, man, this skooma stuff is great. Actually, I guess it's more of a Khajiit thing, or at least Moonsugar is, that's for sure. might be shit posting. The thing, yeah, because what gets me, Elgaso, is that like there's enough lore in the Elder Scrolls where I would like not really doubt it. It sounds so outlandish, but it's like Elder Scrolls lore is oftentimes outlandish. So yeah, that was why I was like, no, wait a goddamn second. I legitimately can't tell the difference. Corporate wants you to find the difference between these two photos. They're the same picture. Elder Scrolls shit posting and Elder Scrolls truth posting. Now, apparently there's people that would be here, but there's no one here. Hollowed out rock? Oh my god. Morrowind moment, 500 gold? Hell yeah. Well, actually, no, it's a hollowed out log in Morrowind. That when you're looking for oh gosh. What's the guy's name? I'm blanking on the guy's name, but that wood elf that you meet in Sadanin. It could still be real in the streets of Kvatch. There we go. It's still real to me, damn it. I was hoping to fight some bandits. Some banditos. But there's no banditos. All it is just 500 gold specifically for me and no one else. Bogwater. What a pleasant name. What a pleasant and flattering name. Find a hotel or some kind of abode. And sure enough, we're getting all this way. We have not found any other like caves or alien ruins or anything. So yeah, we are very much likely going all the way to Deepscorn Hollow then. Also, I'm looking for Nirnroot as always. Always on the hunt for Nirnroot. Of which I should probably turn in at some point because we have a bunch anyway. Oh, there's one right here. See, it was all worth it. Oh, Merhap, thank you, friends. Oh, mud crab moment. Don't worry, I'll protect you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for your patience while we dealt with that mud crab menace. Thank you. Thank you. Merhap. Time zone. Thank you, friends. Let me actually I need to save real quick because if I'm to add the points for our little extra life system, I always need to save before I alt tab because alt tabbing is scary. Oh, see right there. I don't have a mouse cursor. I have to quit the game real quick. Yeah, it's a nice little Oblivion glitch where sometimes you don't get your mouse cursor back if you alt tab. Thank you, Merhap. It's good to see you, friends. Merhap is a stream duo like co-op duo that stream together, doing a lot of co-op games. Typically I've seen them do Stardew Valley, seen them do some like puzzle solving games, that kind of stuff. See you guys were doing some Walking Dead. That's an interesting one. I wonder how you would like co-op that one. Maybe you're like taking turns going from one to the other. Thank you, Elgas, for the shoutouts for our friends, because yeah, we got Geekishly and we got Oko as well, the two streamer extraordinaires. Alt tab. Well, the thing is, yeah, Fallout 3 would have been a contemporary of Oblivion, obviously. So yeah, you remember this? There was like an era of PC gaming. Of course, these games were on the Xbox 360 and PS3, but there was an era in PC gaming where alt tabbing sometimes worked and sometimes didn't. Of course, before, like, you know, much before then, there was no such thing as alt tabbing because dual monitor setups were much more involved back in those days. But yeah, like there was a point in time where alt tabbing and in one of these games, like from this era, was a roll the dice. So yeah, one controller back and forth, but the controller's being weird. I got you. Yeah, keyboarding and then the other. Oh, interesting. So yeah, two people but like one input peripheral setup. That's kind of fun. That's awesome. Do you have any fun clips you'd like to share? Like clips from the stream that just ended, because I try to ask, hopefully more often than not, if somebody when someone raids, it's like, oh, what's something I can do to repay the favor, because it's very generous and I appreciate you guys. Do you think The Walking Dead is, and also question number 2, do you think The Walking Dead is going to be the main thing you're going to stick with for a while, or do you think you might bounce to other things too? Because I know I've seen you, like I said, I was thinking like Stardew, where it's like you could obviously just play Stardew for years of your life, but it's a nice thing to like pick up and kind of, you know, jump around to other games in the meantime. We found Deepscorn Hollow, by the way. This is for a side quest. No clips. Oh, that's okay. Like I said, it's something I always like to try to make available. Because you've done me a solid by reading me, and I appreciate you guys. Oh, nice. Yeah, you'd be like a spooky time thing. Yeah, spooky season thing. I have actually not played a Walking Dead game. I know that's the big one. The season 1 game is the big one that a lot of people remember fondly. And that I have, since I've never played it, or any of them for that matter, I don't know like how long they are. But that sounds like a fun one just because it's one that I know a lot of people really love. There's a few others that I think were made by the same development team, but it seems like that's the big one. And we found Deepscorn Hollow. It's part of a side quest, and it looks pretty messed up, man. I mean, hold on. Let's check the side quest info about this place. It's one of our current quests. And apparently I scrolled right past it or something. It's not the horse armor. It's not the horse armor. We don't have that. We'll finish Battlehorn Castle. We've already done the Battlehorn Castle stuff. Darn Root, of course. It's not that one. Yeah, I thought it would be further down because we got this quest much, much earlier. Pilgrimage. Independent Thievery. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, so it got popped to the top when we got an update. So inside the hidden layer. So allegedly, we've inherited this place from a long-lost relative. Yeah, the southernmost point of Cyrodiil. So yeah. Okay, so let's consider this. Oh yes, hello, long-lost nephew. I'm about to die, and I'm leaving my estate in your name. And then you get here to your inheritance, and you go, all right, cool, I guess. Now apparently it's an underground layer, so I guess there's more to it than meets the eye, but yeah, it's not particularly flattering. Also, the water's like weird around here because you can see it's like super murky, but only in certain parts. And of course, also, we have like a very distant line on the horizon. This is the southernmost point, or at least the southeasternmost point of Cyrodiil. So like beyond here, it is just into the ocean. It's on Game Pass though. Excellent. Tales from the Borderlands. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there were the Borderlands ones, and there's the Batman ones. Yes, I've heard the Batman ones are very good. Yeah, because they did a bunch. There's a Game of Thrones one, or a few maybe. Yeah, it sounds like it was a Telltale. That's Telltale. Yeah, because they were keeping busy for a while. They were like pumping out a bunch of games. At one point, it sounded like they were like going to go under. I don't know if they actually did, but at one point, it sounded like they had kind of overextended themselves. It's a shame because they made some cool stuff. Okay, well, I feel like it's fun to explore, but it's also there we go. It's fun to explore, but I'm also looking for anything of significance before I like delve on in to the proper entrance, which I guess is down here. Oh, apparently I do have the infinite water breathing stuff equipped right now. Yeah, I didn't mean to. I meant to go back to the absorption one, but yeah, that's the amulet we have equipped. Oh, that's actually pretty smart. That's why it's Deepscorn Hollow, because it's a hollowed out log. Good stuff. Well, I guess let's see what's in here, and maybe if we're lucky, we'll find some ghosts to fight, because we need to get some ectoplasm for a side quest. So what the heck is going on in this crazy place? If this is indeed something that we wish to inherit. Found a journal. Let's learn more about this unusual structure found in a flawed pearl. A full slaughtered fish with a bone inside of it. Yo, the Wolf Among Us. Holy crap, that's a big one. There was there was Minecraft story. I think they were gonna do a Terraria story game as well, but I think that got canceled or something. Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah. The fact that they've done so much is pretty incredible. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, the Batman ones, I think if it's what I'm thinking of, I think I've heard those are quite good. Greywin. I can acquire everything I need to restore this place from Rowley. Oh, it's another one of these quests. We gotta spend the money to up the ante, make it fancy. There was gonna be a Stranger Thing. Oh, that's a shame. A Stranger Things one would be really nice. I mean, season 4 was, I think, very good and was very well received. So it's like that would be a very good kind of nexus of like people who watch the show and people into games. What's up, Dave? Using a new engine, but yeah, they had to gut it. That's really a shame. Yeah, so I guess that means Telltale is donezo then. Being weird for you, JD. I was dropping frames earlier. Not too many, but it looks like we did drop some frames. Strong Bad Games. Oh, the Sam & Max. That's cool. Yeah, I remember hearing about the Sam & Max. Oko, was it, or Oko, or I don't know if you're the one manning the Merhap account, but was it you that I saw somebody posting about on the Monkey Island new game, like the Return to Monkey Island, I think? Because I never played those games back in the day, but I have a number of friends that have like a very specific nostalgia for that series. That's it. Yeah, that was you that was talking about that. Yeah, I've never played the like any of the previous Monkey Island games, but I'm glad that game, it's out now, right? I know it was announced a while back, but like I'm glad that it is either happening or has happened. Because that's like a really nice thing to see from people, because it's a game that's not going to sell that much. Obviously, it's not going to be a gigantic cash grab, but it's a big one because it means so much to so many people. I should play that. I think I probably should, being that I clearly like older games. And yeah, it is out. That's really nice to hear. They got bought by someone. Yeah, I did hear that there's going to be a sequel. So it's like, I guess that's just it. I guess Telltale got, but it's still carrying on under someone else's flag. So somehow it is continuing in some fashion. That's cool. That's cool that it's out and that it's been received well by those who like the people that it's for, right? Like the people that would care about it, like the people that want the continuation of the series. So anyway, we found this journal here, and of course we're trying to delve into the secrets of what this place even is. And of course, the first thing we see is Sithis speaks to me. Well, Sithis is the entity or emotion that guides the Dark Brotherhood, so this is going to be a good one. Echoes of Darkness. Okay, the Dark Brotherhood must be purged of its clean-blooded vermin? Oh my, a new order. This is not what I was expecting to see. Now for the vampire to claim his rightful place as a true hand of Sithis. Now, I wonder if this is related at all to the vampire that we know is in the Dark Brotherhood, because he's been giving us quests. We wish to spread like a cold fog through the ranks and make the group our own. And then Sithis will give us the sign, it says. Interesting. But then another one. Lilarian? Is that an L? Or maybe it's a J. Gilarian, maybe. I feel like my brain has removed a bunch of my knowledge about cursive back in the day. Making an Expanse game. That does sound familiar. I didn't realize that was Telltale. But that does sound vaguely familiar, Dave. Are you an Expanse fan? That is? Because what little I know of it, I think it probably would be up your alley. What's this sentence mean? Jalarian has made true our hands to the fingers, to the fingies. The Brotherhood struck as we slept, not given the... Oh, this... Okay. The scars. Okay, now I see what's going on. Pierce the heart of many of my brothers. Right. So there was a Dark Brotherhood versus vampire event that transpired. And again, there's a very outed vampire that works for the Dark Brotherhood faction that we're in. Now, granted, this was probably a while ago. Yes, dispatch 2 of the Pure Bloods. That's what they call them, the Pure Bloods. Made good my escape. Got a place to hide. Recover from a certain blow. Make my way to Deepscorn Hollow, my old hideaway. Okay, there it is, there it is. But this is all... So, yeah, it's like they wish to cleanse the Dark Brotherhood and turn it into like an all-vampire ordeal, I think. That's excellent. Oh, and there's books too? Damn, dude, that's sick. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know much about it. I think I would like it too, based on what little I know. like a bunch of my old college buddies who are really into sci-fi, really into like fantasy stuff. They have expressed interest in. Hey, what's up, Ape Llama? That's right, we got Bingo Oblivion. That's right. We got the bingo board. In fact, I did update it recently to remove a couple entries that no longer make sense. Like NPCs attacking us on the streets probably won't happen. Oblivion gates opening up or exploring an Oblivion gate, that cannot happen. So tried to update that to get rid of some other ones. It's a fun idea. It's one I cannot take credit for, unfortunately. I shouldn't say unfortunately, but it's not one I can take credit for. Dunker Slam, which is one of the premier Noita streamers that I follow, he uses a bingo board setup that's quite similar, but his is only for Noita, and his system's a bit different, whereas I don't do it for every game I stream, but I do it for several. So I guess I got one for Noita and Binding of Isaac and Roller Coaster Tycoon, and now this game, now this playthrough. First few episodes, sure, I understand, yeah, I would assume that that's how that would be. There's a lot of series like that have that, where, yeah, that first episode or two are very exposition heavy, so I don't think it would scare me off too much. But a good depiction of space combat, interesting. Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, Dave tends to know the good stuff, so if Dave enjoys a thing, there's a good chance that it is for good reason. Excuse me as I hiccup. As far as other things happening here, so a month later, none of my brethren have returned to the fold. And he has not heard from Sithis since that dark night. I slayed many since then, poured their lifeblood on his altar, but still nothing. He says, I keep committing sacrifices. What the fuck, man? Human sacrifices and such. Turned my attention to the lair. They went to turn Deepscorn Hollow into a new headquarter of vampires, apparently. They improved the lair. They found Rowley Erdwolf at the Walnut Inn in the Imperial City, outside the Imperial City. So another fellow buddy who escaped. He's getting some tools, he says. Very nice, very nice. And then he says he was mistaken. I was the blight upon Sithis in his dark name, he says. He was the villain all along. I learned of his displeasure. I was meant to take blood, spill blood, but not to taste it, apparently. So I guess he's saying he didn't want him to be a vampire. Cleanse myself of this filth who wants to cure his vampirism. Which, we know of one way to do it in Morrowind. I don't know if there's a way to do it in this game. The Purge Blood salts. Bathe in them. Do they just murder you? I feel like a thing that is titled Purge Blood Salt just murders you, or like lights you on fire. Because that, and also that is the last entry in the series, in this story, so... I'll be your only true disciple. Yeah, that's something like that. Well, that happened. That did happen. So if the quest or the indicator that we received said that we inherited this place from a long-lost relative, it begs the question of, yeah, how did it get to us if the last entry in the journal said, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be an immortal vampire, right? Or rather, I'm gonna cure my vampirism, alright. If that was, like, the last entry in the series, I don't know who would have found this journal and was like, okay, we're gonna send it to this sad purple dude that just escaped from the Imperial prison at the start of the game. We're just gonna send it over to him. I bet there's no bad guys in here at all, actually. But it looks like we'll be able to turn this into a crypt of sorts. Because we'll need to upgrade it, much like how we upgraded Battlehorn Castle and Frostcrag Spire. I'm guessing it'll be the same kind of idea, like we're going to be souping this up to be... Oh, and also the pirate ship thing. So I'm guessing this will be like an assassin's lair. Like an assassin's clubhouse lair. Because the pirate area is kind of a little bit of everything. The pirate cove that we spruced up. That's kind of a jack of all trades, and I'm assuming there's going to be one for like thieving as well. Deepscorn Cloister. Yeah, because this seems like the kind of place that would be for storing dead bodies and crypts and also zombified hands that I cannot interact with and skulls. So right now it's pretty bare bones, but once we spruce it up, then it'll be fancy. This room right here has some Eternal Darkness vibes. This reminds me of like a room in the Forgotten City in Eternal Darkness that rings familiar. What is this? Purge Blood Crystal Formation. So here's Purge Blood. Restore Magicka, damage health, fortify Magicka, and dispel. So yeah, if you bathe in these, it will murder you, but it'll dispel you, I suppose, and restore your Magicka and fortify your magic and shit like that. So that's nice. I don't think I have any need for this. There's no value to them, so I'll leave them where they are, but if we have a need for them, then we know where to go for them. So this other person, I would be willing to bet this other person that we're to find is secretly a vampire. When we meet him, or her, when I think it's him, when we meet them, it'll probably be quite obvious. Wrist irons. Ah, this is a prisoner died here then. Yeah, I'm not sure what, like, utility could be made out of all this space. I would only need so much space to store dead monster things, I guess. This goes outside. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Okay, just a nice little trapdoor down to the cloister. So if we didn't want to go all the way, yeah, to pop across that bridge and whatnot, this is just a convenient little entryway. Yeah, I'm guessing if you, like, once you set this all up and you, order all the upgrades and whatnot, I'm guessing it's like the Pirates thing, the Pirate Clubhouse, where you send people on missions. In this case, you would probably send people on, I guess, assassination quests, and you scoop up some of the dollars. Although you think that would kind of, cut into the margins of the Dark Brotherhood proper. So it might earn their ire. Nice little coffin. And a bed. An honest to goodness bed. Otherwise, it is quite empty, as expected. And there's a shrine further inside. Oh, look at this, yeah. It's all dilapidated and sad. Oh gosh. This right here has like Forest Temple vibes with like the winding hallways. That's what comes to mind right now. All these years later, and that's still an association that... Oh my gosh. That is incredible. Holy moly, I was not expecting this. Alright, everyone get your beverages ready. Get your shots ready, alright? I'm about to make a Morrowind reference. These dudes with the hollowed out faces, statues with the hollowed out faces, remind me a lot of, what are they called? Ash ghouls? Or something like that, whatever they're called in Morrowind that you see in the 6th house bases. With their faces hollowed out. Very similar, but holy crap, this is like the rest of this place is so boring and kind of empty, but this is remarkable. This is spectacular and very metal and very terrifying and very macabre. Ecor Basin. Or of Sithis. So I'm guessing we get that. Oh, Nightshade, look at this. Maybe this is how you commit the Black Sacrament, to have somebody get got, to basically hire the Dark Brotherhood to do your shit for you. You get a pretty cool dagger. Weakness to poison, damage magic, damage a lot of things. It's pretty good. It's pretty dang good. Of course, this one's obviously way better as far as a per swing kind of thing. Probably want to sell this one eventually, because this is way better. Yeah, it's a I want to say Daedric dagger. It looks pretty Daedric to me. So that's pretty cool. It's a very good dagger. So I guess this is a depiction of Sithis. It looks really fucking cool. I want to give him a hug. Like how his heart has been hollowed out, this chest cavity. Because yeah, Sithis I don't think is a deity. Certainly not a person. I don't think they're a deity either. I think it's more of an emotion. Alteration, some gold, some silver. Is Daedric on it? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, this is so cool. I love this. Yeah, this is the kind of shit you would see in the 6th house. Hideouts and bases in Morrowind. And that's one of the things I loved about the game was like how menacing that shit was. How like evil and brutal and sinister it was. Well, anyway, I could just gawk about this all day. This is really neat. So we'll have to keep an eye out for this Ichor then. Ichor of Sithis. I'm guessing that we acquire that once we get this whole thing souped back up. And then we start, you know, investing into this place. I'm guessing it'll, like, the next steps will become clear. So my torch just burnt out. Zoop. Explore. We'll continue this, actually, we'll probably go ahead and find the person tonight, but I still need to get some ectoplasm, so my main task at hand remains unchanged. Who's the person we would need to talk to? They are within... They're outside the Imperial City, right? Yes, in fact, we've been there. Oh yeah, the Walnut Inn. Yes, I remember now. Not Walnut, Walnut. Well, that's pretty dope. That's pretty baller. Okay, so in that case, let's warp to Bogwater. Again, we just need to find some kind of place that would have undead things. Doesn't have to be much. Or what I could do is I could go ahead and take some other quests from other factions and whatnot, and just the next time I happen upon some undead things, we would venture down that way. Because I mean, it might be a bit for us to just find, like, happen to go to the right place that happens to have undead, whereas we will inevitably fight undead in this game. It's going to happen. So instead of like seeking it out specifically, I'm gonna go ahead and just continue with other things, and I'll just kind of put a pin on that for now. I'll just remember that we need 5 ectoplasm. 5 ectoplasm. That won't be too hard to find, I don't think. So, in that case, yeah, I actually will go ahead and find Rowley and see what he's got. And then with that, we'll do Dark Brotherhood and Thieves Guild things, maybe even Mages Guild things too, for that matter. So, over here. Fast travel. In all of its splendor. Are you the guy? He's the guy. He does not appear to be...
How's the fishing trip going?
To be a vampire or anything.
Hey, you. Yeah, you.
Looks like a pretty normal dude.
I got what you need. You need something special? Check out my wares. You won't find this stuff at your local general store, that's for damn sure.
Why does he look mad at me about it? Like, don't be mad at me, dude. I want to buy things from you.
You won't find better prices in all
Short sort of numbing. He says, I got the goods. He's got a lot of money, too. He's got deep pockets. Actually, maybe he'd be willing to buy some things from me, because... Yeah, this I think I will hang on to. This... It's got an impressive charge amount. 6,700 is pretty good, but the damage is pretty pitiful. We'll sell that one. Alteration, don't need that. 11%. Do I have a better... Do I have a worse one of that than 11? I think I might. Canopy helmet, resist magic. What's my current helmet? Oh, fortify. Yeah, that is kind of better, isn't it? Defense of this goes up by 1. Oh, it's better defense though, right? So the helmet I have is better offense. That's better defense. Well, that guy.
Good price for a good customer.
That's me. I'm a good customer. Paralysis, chameleon, shock shield. There's 15% resist normal weapons, which is nice. I'm actually tempted to sell this one, but I think I should hang on to it because it could come in handy for another quest at some point. I'm not gonna get my hopes up though. This I'm actually tempted to sell. Like a Cameron's robe. Reflect damage is nice, spell absorption is nice, but it's a robe. It takes up a lot of inventory space. Not inventory space, but takes up a lot of equipment spaces that I would never want to deal with. So, unless it's good for a quest, I think I'm just gonna sell it.
Excellent bargain.
He's got 2,000 bing bongs. That's the most we've ever seen any NPC have. So, this is the time to sell those items that we're just never gonna use. This one we could actually use because reflect spell is pretty nice. Also, I appreciate how reflect is not a 100% thing necessarily in this game, because in Morrowind, I can't tell you how many times I got by casting a spell at an Atronach only to proc the reflect chance. And in Morrowind, it's not reflect, it's not like a chance, it's not that it reflects so much of the damage, is that it reflects 100% of the damage so much of the time. So if you're unlucky, you will have, you know, you launch a nuke of damage to an Atronach or to a Daedra, and the reflect procs, and your character just instantly explodes because they got unlucky on the reflection. So in this game, it's not quite as extreme, but in Morrowind, that shit got me more times than I want to admit. That's a really good ring. Even though I'm not using it, that's like extraordinary. If I were to ever find myself fighting a really scary spellcasting thing, I would absolutely grab this. Or use this, rather. The thing is, though, we don't really fight a lot of scary spellcasting things. Most scary things are physical damage things. Usually. Like, usually it's a thing that does physical damage and sometimes does magic damage from afar. If you get far away from it, but usually it's relatively small. So, resist magic, obviously. Disease, spell, yeah, more reflections, of course. I think I might get rid of this one. Agility and magic. We have better resist magic, and the agility is very insignificant, I would say. This one, nah, I think it could be useful. Maybe could it be useful? The security I don't care about. Detect life I don't care about. The sneak part is nice, but if I'm sneaking, I think I would rather put the Khajiit ring and the Shadows ring, because that gives chameleon. So I'm tempted to sell this one too, but maybe it is useful. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't be so quick to yeet it out of here. Keep this because it could be useful for Mages Guild interactions. Same with these for the Dark Brotherhood. And then are there any of these things I can get rid of? This is like the time to offload a bunch of things I've been hanging on to anyway. We have many scrolls that we've acquired over hundreds of hours of streaming this game. This is for the quest we just are now continuing, obviously. And of course, you'll note that a lot of the scrolls that I'm hanging on to are illusion scrolls. Illusion spells, rather, because my illusion skill is garbage. It's like the one magic school that I've very much not taken upon like pursuing. So otherwise, oh right, these things, the pitiless justice. Yeah, I will hang on to that as well. That skeleton key's been really useful.
I appreciate your business.
All right, I wanted to
Have a
buy
look at my
things, right?
wares.
This was
I'm
not
sure
just a
there's
sell
something to suit you.
things. Like more. Oh, that's kind of cool. Water breathing. That's kind of neat. So what's the stuff? He says, I got the stuff for you. This is all you have? Are you not the guy? Raleigh, right? Yeah, you're the guy.
There's much I can show you.
He does offer sneakings.
Please, go on.
He's got max disposition.
Walk always in the shadow of Sithis.
I must be misunderstanding. Everything I need.
You
What
need
exactly
something-
do I need
I offer
then?
the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Because he doesn't have much. Really, the only thing that jumps to mind is, yeah, that sticks out to me, is the sword that he has. Obviously, he has a bunch of things that I sold him. Then this helmet. I did not sell this to him. He already had this. Bring up Detect Life. Is the implication that I need to be casting Detect Life back in there then? Huh. Guess I could try that. Yeah, maybe I should have been. Maybe I should have cast Detect Light. Life rather, Detect Life, to see if there was like things I could have spoken to in there. It looked like he was. It looked like that was a banana. I thought that was a banana in his pocket and that he was happy to see me. Everything you need. Also, I gotta repair my stuff. Whereas the details were so minuscule. Can I get that journal out again? Like, I might have missed something. Raywin. The Scar who has escaped the Night of Slaughter, right. Acquiring the tools to bring it back to its glory. I should need these items again. What are the tools then? Interesting. And then he talks about needing the to make the purge blood salts. Tools, he says. And there's nothing else like inside, is there? She wants to Shadow Banish one, and I think I don't think I have any more for her. I think I've given her all the goods. Yes, no Shadow Banish wine for her.
You need something special?
Something
I offer
special.
the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Tools, he says. The tools to restore this place to its former glory. Oh, look at this. He's changing out his supplies now. Melter Shield. Because, yeah, there was previously a helmet and a couple other things. What tools, though? You have next to nothing to sell. You can buy things from me, but... Tools. Maybe...
Always in the shadow of Sith.
The Shadow Sith. Is it that I need to rank up higher into the Dark Brotherhood, maybe? Because he is obviously in the Dark Brotherhood.
You need something... Good news from Kvatch for a change. Blasted thief.
Yeah, he has nothing else to talk about, yeah. I'm gonna guess we need to come back to him later. And we need to talk to him once we've, ascended higher into the Dark Brotherhood. And see then if he would trust us to, yeah, help us with some tools that we need to further this thing along. So, okay. So there's that. The other thing I wanted to do while I'm here is doing more fishing. Because every so often I try this. Every so often I try to find this. The problem though is that we've leveled so high we can't seem to find these fish anymore. So I fear that I've out-leveled them from spawning in the loot tables. I'm gonna swim around, see if I can find more of these fishies. Hey, what's up, Level 90 Wizard? No, it's okay, buddy. I'm glad to have you in, bud. I hope you know it is certainly not an expectation, but of course I'm glad to have you. We finished the main quest on Friday night. Friday night we finished the main quest. Feels good. And now, in fact, yeah, I should cast Detect Life. And now that we're here, we're doing side quests and guild quests and whatnot. And I'm also looking for the Rumare or maybe Rumare slaughterfish for this one dude. This one side quest that we took a long time ago, but I I kind of forgot about it, and now that I'm trying to do it again, I'm finding that it would appear that the slaughterfish no longer spawn because I think we're too high level for them. Or the fancy slaughterfish, that is. Or we fished them to extinction. Seeing the dragon, it was pretty cool. I know that's like a very epic moment. It was probably like the kind of thing where back in the day it was mind-blowing. Like, it was a cool moment, like a cool thing to see, very spectacular. But I bet like back in the day, like, you know, when this game was like the new hotness, I bet that was like mind-blowing, like holy fuck. Motherfucker suplexes a dragon, turns into a dragon, suplexes a demon, Mega Satan. Like, I bet that was pretty sick. I mean, I liked it now, but like, I kind of makes me wish I would have seen it back in the day. They're just a bitch to find sometimes, yeah. Yeah, because previously we stumbled upon... Like, how many do I have? We need 12 of them, right? We need 12 of them, and I think I have 5 right now. Something. I have 5 of them, yeah. And I was thinking if I maybe look around underwater, like that would be the trick. I don't know if Detect Life would actually show fishies. Because, yeah, usually I would find 1 or 2 each time I would come here. The fogginess, yeah. I do wish there was a way to see a little bit better. Because in Morrowind you can do this a little bit easier. You kind of use that to cheese the system. And it made it, like, pretty nice. But in this game it's a little bit trickier, obviously. So yeah, so Detect Life is how you should do it then. Also, that's a nice way to get our mysticism up. So, and I don't want to stay here too long, but it's just a thing to look for every once in a blue moon. Do you guys think that I have no fear when it comes to being too high level for them to spawn if they like got excluded from the from these spawn tables? Because that was my main concern, but it sounds like maybe that's not a founded concern. Because yeah, that right now is my main fear, because it's been several in-game sessions. Do I hear battle music? Do I hear the drums of war? It's a goddamn mud crab. Okay, we demonstrated though that Detect Life does work. The underwater, yeah, I'm right there with you, Alexander. That is annoying. What artifact did I give him? I gave him a Daedric Mace that I have no need for. Because my guy is poopy when it comes to blunt weapons. And it was also heavy, and I was just carrying around anyway, so I was like, this is one I will not miss. Because yes, there are some Daedric artifacts that are quite good. In fact, we have more Daedric quests I wish to commit to rather. But I haven't just not gone around to them yet. Gotten around to the places. Maybe. Oh my gosh. Oh, regular slaughterfish. God, I got so excited. Yeah, regular scales, not the fancy ones. All right, well, at least regular slaughterfish happen. Yeah, so therein lies my concern. We see regular slaughterfishes. There's a good sword. Ooh. Maybe I should do that sooner than later then, because... Ooh, and I think I might know which one it is, for that matter. Maybe I should do more Daedric quests sooner than later. I've just kind of been doing them as I stumbled upon them, but... Now that I'm not doing as many explorations... Maybe now's the time. Mysticism increased. So... In fact, for that matter, yeah, let's see what's nearby. I bet there's probably some nearby. Yeah, I was thinking exactly at Alexander is probably Umbra, which was, I think, in Morrowind. Have I done Molag Bal's quest? I think I have. Yes, I absolutely have. There's another one further this way, I think. We've definitely done Meridia's quest. Malakath. I've not been to Malakath. Go this way and head north. Second best. Oh, but Umbra is good. Ooh, interesting. So there's even more to it than that. Yeah, I think Umbra was very good in Morrowind, but was not the best. If my brain remembers correctly. Oops. Give me that 6 gold. It's number 1 in my heart. Still counts. Still counts, absolutely. Yeah, I really haven't done much for Daedric quests in a while, but this would be a good opportunity to do so. So we're doing Dark Brotherhood questing, we're doing Mages Guild, Fighters Guild, Thieves Guild. Lots of fun stuffs. Oh, look at that. They gave us a map entry for Oblivion gates that are now closed. Not our problem anymore, motherfuckers. Which is good, because these were pains to deal with. Oh, they still spawn enemies, though. What the hell? I was about to say, oh, how nice it is. How sweet it is not having to deal with these assholes. And then who should appear but these assholes after all? Ouch. Ouch. See, now we're both recoiling. Now we're both sad. Made a cool original character. Alexander, that sounds cool. Themed around Umbra. Because, yeah, Umbra is like what they call the person who wields it. But, like, yeah, like the sword has its own... Or I guess that's the lore. It's like the sword has its own soul, I suppose. Something like that. I'm a little bit fuzzy on the details. Oh, spider boobs. I need to be casting Detect Life more often so I can get my mysticism skill up. My mysticism skill is severely lacking. Yeah, you try to block with your bare-ass hands. Good luck with that, lady. Whoa! Let me fall over. Ouch. It's her spider baby that's paralyzing me every so often. Very rude. But now she did. In this one specifically, yeah, because we know there's... I only know of 2 instances, or 2 iterations, but I would imagine Umbra might be even in other Elder Scrolls games, beyond just the 2 I know of. And so what's this one? This is Malakath, I believe? Oh, hold on. I wanted to deface their statue in front of them. The statue of their god in front of them. Like a nice person. Alright, here I am. And now I am higher than Malakath, therefore I am more powerful than he. And I'm gonna teabag his head. There it is. Teabag his ear. His left ear. Alright, well they didn't seem too mad about it. How's it going, dudes and dudettes?
Were you invited? I didn't invite you.
It is in Skyrim with a creation club. Oh, I'm guessing that's like an official mod.
Who's talking to you? I'm not.
Well, they're all so nice. Malakath must be an orc deity.
You dare come here to the shrine of our Lord? You are not one of us. Folks think we're all evil? What do they know? Do I look evil?
Evil?
I guess you haven't heard. We don't like the beautiful people. But maybe you can persuade me you're ugly inside.
I don't know, man. I think I might be ugly on the outside too with a sad purple face like this. You kidding me? I don't know if we're convincing anybody.
You dare come? Yes?
So he wants me to sweet talk him, which is a little bit surprising. But I mean, sure, yeah, we haven't done this minigame in a minute, but I suppose we might as well. Let's see what he responds to. So, likes coercion, loves boasting, other 2 not so much.
Gracious, what a hero. I can't argue with that. Well, that's
So it got to
just
51. So, small admire, small joke, big boast, pretty good coercion. 61, pretty good. So, small joke.
I don't get it.
Pretty good boast.
My life is drab and wretched by comparison.
Can I rotate and get that big coercion?
What
And
nonsense.
unfortunately, a good admirer made him not like it as much, though. It's the gamble. Big coercion. Small admire, small joke. Pretty good boast. 70.
That works for me.
So now let's see if that's a good enough for him.
You're not one of Malakoff's favorite people. He likes orcs. Too bad for you. So you approach his shrine at your own risk.
I will approach the shrine.
Then go on and do your approaching. But Malakoff wants a present. He likes troll fat. And he likes only troll fat.
Delicious.
I'll be here.
Let's see, Malakoff. Oh. Okay, so we already know. We already know. I was thinking maybe we would hear it from the man himself, but I guess this one is the one to bestow that knowledge to us. All right, so we got that one. Troll fat is the next thing we need to look for. We don't find a ton of trolls, but there are like next level trolls that we can find that we've happened upon before. There's some other ones, because yeah, I feel like Daedric quest is maybe a thing we could stand to do a little bit more of. We've been to Mafala, done Mafala's stuff. In fact, hers was the first one, I think. Have I done Hircine? I feel clearly we've been there. Which one was Hircine? Go and warp there real quick. I actually can't remember. Oh, this is, yeah, the hunter. Yes. Yeah, that's where we got the armor we're wearing right now. We got it from her.
Greetings,
Favorite of Hircine. That's me.
Daedra lords demand offerings and services. If you won't do as you're told, just forget about it.
Forget about it, he says. Yes, hidewear. Yeah, I am wearing it. It's pretty damn good armor. For us, at least. Or us light armor lads. Light armor boys. So there's the Nocturnal. We've done that one. Kind of nabbed that one as we were en route to Leowyn previously. There's one way out here for Boethia. Then we also have one for Vermina. And way up here for Azura, of course. That's a big one. That's a name. That is finally a name I recognize, right? So yeah, I would say we would want to go to either of these next. So let's go here. Nagastani. Have I been here before? I probably have. I'm actually going to poke my head in very briefly. Make sure that we have explored this one previously, because it's on the map. It's on the map, it means we've probably been here. I have definitely been here. Any ghosties by any chance? Any ghosty friends? Probably not. Oh, monsters. Yes, I just saw it. Spriggan. Yeah, monsters are not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for ghosts. Well, ghosts are monsters, but they're a specific flavor of monster. So, Mania is next. Well, it's nice being on the outdoors in this game. We spend so much of the time locked in our sad dungeons and such. Dungeons and ruins. Like, oh, the great outdoors. And it's green and snow. Some of it's snowy, obviously, but a breath of fresh air. Probably gonna go right by another cave. Which I would actually rather not add to my map because I don't want to give myself the wrong idea. When I look at this map, when I'm looking at things later on and I go, huh, I apparently have been here where I'm not gonna explore that though.
Oh.
Ooh. And there it is. It's pretty easy to find. Ooh, and some Nirnroot. Speaking of things that we like to find. Yes, please. Tasty, tasty Nirnroot. There could be more, actually. This is a not insignificant body of water. I was expecting vermin, but I just see peoples. Ouch. It's an interesting hairstyle she's got.
I have mastered my fears. There is no terror to compare with what Vermina has shown me in my dreams.
Sounds like a nice lady then.
I have seen everything. After you've seen through Vermina's eyes, nothing can frighten you.
Hope you make a very, like, hard sell on how great this lady is. What's up, dude?
Who are you? Who dares to walk in the House of Shadow? What business do you have with the Lord Vermina? The 9 divines are boring. Deidre? They're never boring.
He's not wrong.
Here we worship Vermina, praying for her to grant us true visions. What is your business here?
I wish to speak with Vermina.
To speak with Vermina, you must offer a black soul gem to the Deidre Lord.
Black soul gem. Have I ever found a black soul gem in this game? I don't know if I have.
I'll be here.
Okay, so yeah, we can't talk to her directly. A black soul gem. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen one of those yet. I'm guessing it's only a matter of time until we happen upon them ourselves then. Okay, so we got that one added to our list on our way to Bothea. Yeah, guessing it's either Bothea or Boethia, but Bothea makes probably more sense. This was Lake Popod. Popod, really? Oh, okay. Well, start bounding that way then. One nice thing too is that as we're arriving at these destinations, we're picking up on things, on places that we can more easily warp to, fast travel to, which is kind of nice. So we only have to do this journey once on foot. And of course our movement speed's pretty quick, and like things don't feel too far apart in this game like they do in Morrowind, because your movement speed is so much slower. So in Morrowind, making a journey like that is an ordeal, whereas in this game it's not quite as big of a deal, honestly. It's not insignificant, but it takes just a few minutes on average, provided you don't stop along the way for every little thing like I'm always tempted to do. Found an Oblivion gate, by the way. And what looks to be some alien things, although there's no alien things nearby. There's a house. Ouch. Actually, I was hoping to get sneaky, but there's no sneaky times here. Just murder. Bam! It's a big old... Oh, not big, but... it's because I'm going the wrong way. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, I was getting very turned around, apparently. I'm going I'm going more... east by northeast than south by southeast. Or east by southeast, rather. In fact, I should be checking the map every so often, because yeah, I need to be going like this way. Sharper angle. And of course, always keeping my eyes peeled for that root. The Rudy and the Tootie and the Absoluti. Also, I see kind of a cave entrance there and a cave entrance there. Oh, we've been to Swampy Cave. That was the I remember the Swampy Cave. That was the cave after which point I determined I didn't want to explore any more caves unless directed to do so. Because I was like, these things take just too long and they are not worth it. Although this is interesting. This one is not on our map. Why are you not on the map? Are you Swampy Cave Part 2? Oh, by the way. Bam. Dry Rock Run. I bet we've been here. We have absolutely been here, yep. What are you? Oh, they're the little... Oh, what are they called? Yeah, where they collect the rainwater. In their little pods, and they also collect flies that fall in. Yeah, that's like a real life thing. It's also a bandit camp, or at least a tent. Yep.
Die, damn you!
Ouch. Oh, wow. Just a surprising amount of, like, knockback for being an archer who is not really much for blades, probably. Got her dagger. It'll sell for a pretty penny. Oh yeah, get stunned, motherfucker. Blech. Yeah, Daedric daggers. These people were armed pretty dang well then. So bandit bowman had bandit things. Shocking. Hey, what's up, Fabled? Fabled asks, what'd you miss? Not a whole lot today. We explored Deepscorn Hollow for the first time today. We need to, like, get upgrades for it, obviously. And I need to figure out how to get the upgrades, because I couldn't... We found the guy to talk to, but it's not clear how the upgrade process actually works. But, we need that. We also need to find some ectoplasm for a Fighter's Guild quest, and we also need to get some troll fat for a Daedric quest. And I'm trying to find other Daedric things. We're actually en route to Balthea's shrine for the first time. So we're just kind of doing some general tomfoolery. No specific tomfoolery, but general exploration and like tidying up loose ends and such. So yeah, we want to go. Oh yeah, I just got a few arrows in me. Nothing that we can't just put a band-aid on. So yeah, we're going this way. Looks to be a ruined keep up this way, perhaps. Oh, and also last time we beat the main quest. I should mention that more often, because yes, on Friday was the last time we streamed this game, and Friday night we beat the main quest. It was pretty cool. I felt like a real gamer. It was a steep hill. Hey, what's up, Tian? Yeah, it was a good one. It was good to wrap up the main quest, and it's nice because now I can focus more on side quests and guild quests. The main quest is good, but I think I might like some of the guild things more in a strange way. Thank you, Fabled. Yeah, it was nice to wrap up, but there are aspects of the main quest that I will miss though. Tips and tricks. Yeah. Subscribe to my premium Oblivion hotline. Tips and tricks hotline. I promise my rates are the best, says Fabled. $20 for the first 5 minutes, and $30 for each minute after that. What a sweet deal. Then even you can become a pro Oblivion gamer. Oh no, it's okay, Balam. It was kind of a surprise thing because I wasn't sure I was going to stream Oblivion on Friday. We were going to do Phasmophobia on Friday, and we did. We did do Phasmophobia on Friday, but we did like a shorter Phasmophobia section, or segment rather. And so I had some time to kill, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's do some more Oblivion. Especially because I didn't stream Thursday that week, because I had a couple schedule conflicts, so it was kind of like a makeup session of sorts. Another bandit cave, and we want to go this way. Or not cave, but bandit encampment. This way lies the shrine of our desires. It's gonna be up. So it's gonna be up. Up. It's probably on that kind of overlook. In fact, I think I see the statue, maybe. It is assuming I can Elder Scrolls my way up a hill this steep. Some people call it Skyrimming up the side of the hill, but this isn't Skyrim, this is Oblivion, so I guess you could call it Oblivioning, but really I did the same shit in Morrowind. So really we're just Elder Scrollsing up a hill instead of a mountain. $2 for the first 5, then 30 for each minute. Fabled out here with the gigantic brain plays and how to make max dollars. Oh, that's right. Yeah, and DLC knowledge as well. Wait, did the music get turn to battle things? I don't think it did. The music got quiet, and I assume that means it changed, but I think that the song just ended. Oh, okay, now it has changed to battle times. Mountain Lion. Oh. It's a good thing because I actually couldn't see their health bars, so I was assuming I was hitting them. And here we are. We climbed quite a bit to get here, and look at that. We got a nice little view. Very picturesque. Fearless Mountains, and more importantly, the shrine. What say you?
There's nothing to see here. Why don't you just go home? Daedra lords demand offerings and services. We watch.
These motherfuckers sure love to proselytize about how great their Daedra lords are, but then you like talk to them and like, I don't want to talk to you. It's like, dude, this is not how you recruit new members.
You approach the shrine of Boethia.
Boethia, that's how you pronounce it.
Shrine's a secret for a reason. People hate us, ignorant fools.
Not that secret, it's kind of on the map.
You believe yourself worthy to approach the shrine of Boethia? Perhaps. Or perhaps you will be slaughtered. It is your choice.
I would choose not to be slaughtered.
You are brave, or suicidal. Approach then, make an offering. Boethia demands a Daedra's heart.
But we can find those easy.
Go then.
Wait, so she wants us to kill a fellow, like a... She is a Daedra... wait, she? Oh, well, yeah, the name sounds feminine. You know, these are all Daedra deities, so it's kind of weird, kind of fucked up that they want us to kill a Daedra, but alright.
You have been told all that is necessary. Approach the shrine or do not.
Well, I don't have any hearts right now. Sorry, but I'll come back later when I got some hearts. Are there any that I don't have on my map, I wonder? Oh, then there's the one for Azura. Grab that one next. So rude, I know. Shocking if NPCs being rude to the player character in an Elder Scrolls game. I would have never guessed. So we'll check the map in a bit, but I suspect at least I think I have all of the Daedra what am I trying to say? Shrines marked on my map. Maybe I don't. Maybe there's still a few that I'm missing though. See, I would very much like to. Well, for one thing, I want to get the cool swords that people were telling me about earlier, but also just in general, I think doing the Daedra quest would be nice to do. Oh my god, this is gonna be rough. I can tell already. That actually is less steep, so maybe that's our best bet. Problem is you can't jump when you're on like a non-flat surface like this. I think we're good. Because yeah, once we get to this point, so this is more of a path, obviously. So we're good here. Exactly. They're so rude. I just want to make friends, and they're being very not nice to me. Although when you got a big purple face like our guy does, maybe that's just what you become used to after a while. It's like, yeah, that's just kind of how people react to me, honestly. That's how it do sometimes. It's so snowy out here. It's almost as if we're nearing Skyrim. Yeah, sure enough. Yeah, it's... Every time I find myself in this part of the game, I think to myself, wow. Oblivion, or Bethesda must have been like, this area is so great. Let's make an entire fucking game about this. And then that'll be the last Elder Scrolls game we make for like 20 years. Bethesda really be like, man, we're just gonna make a bunch of stuff about Skyrim and about Nords. And then we're gonna go quiet and not do anything else for a long time. I mean, Elder Scrolls Online obviously is still a thing, but still, it's my cynicism creeps in a little bit sometimes. Sometimes, hardly ever.
This place is sacred. Please respect our privacy.
Please respect our privacy. I definitely wasn't standing on your goddess's head just now. I definitely was not doing that.
You have entered a holy place. What is your business here?
Rumors.
The 9 divines are boring. This is the shrine of Azura, Queen of the Dawn and the Dusk. What is your business here, traveler?
See, as a Morrowind guy, I like Azura. Azura's our homie. Like, she helped us out a whole bunch in Morrowind. She's like one of the good Daedra. I wish to summon her.
If you wish to speak to the lady, visit her shrine at dawn or dusk. Leave her an offering of glow dust.
Glow dust. Ah, fucking will-o-the-wisps. You kidding me? God damn it.
We watch and wait.
She's like,
You
pondering.
have been told what you must do to speak with Our Lady. What more do you ask of us?
Nothing, I guess. Glow dust, man. All these monsters that I don't really want to deal with, but sure. Okay, so we have more marching orders for more Daedra things. So to be clear, wish I could zoom out. So we have, let's try to count things out if we can, if possible. So we have Nocturnal, that's 1. This is all so empty. I feel like there's probably more out here. So I feel like we don't have everything. We have Nocturnal. We have Boethia rather. Vermina. Azura. Mephala. That's 5. 5 at Mephala. Piercing is 6. I think we already counted Mephala, I think. Molag Bal is 7. And Meridia is 8. I think that's the last one, isn't it? Oh, 9. So 9 is Malakath. So I would have to double check. But yeah, if I count that out right, that means that we have those 9 Daedra lords and ladies. Daedra deities. Which is convenient because the 9 Aedra, I suppose, the 9 divines will be a convenient kind of answer, I suppose, to the 9 Daedra. So I don't know if there's 9 total in this game, but that's my kind of assumption that I'm running with here. So we need glow dust from level 2. Okay, I think we can do that. We need glow dust from a will-o-the-wisp. We need let's see, a Daedra heart. That'll be easy to find, obviously. We haven't seen a will-o-the-wisp in a while, so I'm a little bit worried about the notion of finding glow dust. I fear that will be difficult because we've leveled so high that we don't really see them anymore. But presumably it's possible, probably. A black soul gem. Yeah, I've never seen a black soul gem, but if it's a level 5 thing, surely it's doable somehow. Black soul gem. That sounds so familiar. I think somebody told me about black soul gems. I need to look into that. And then troll fat, right. That we need to level up the Dark Brotherhood more. This is going to require, what is it? Ectoplasm. And then we're to go to Helvius Cecia. Hey, Scarlet! My goodness, that's so nice. Thank you, Scarlet. Good to see you, friends. We're playing some Oblivion. I'm in the midst of my first playthrough, and we're having a good old time. Thank you very much to Scarlet. I appreciate you, friend. It's good to see you, and it's good to see you streaming again. I remember one point you were saying you don't get to stream quite as often as you would like. Do a quick shout out for our friend Scarlet. See what she was up to on this fine evening, doing some Hollow Knight. Excellent. I've seen a lot more people get into Hollow Knight recently because, of course, we know a number of mutual streamer friends who love that game. So yeah, I'm not surprised that that more people are getting into it. It seems like a good one. It's very juicy, very generous. Thank you, Scout. I really appreciate you, friend. Oblivion continues to go well. Our dude is still sad and purple, as he ever always was. However, we are now the champion of Cyrodiil. We beat the main game, and now we're doing side quests and Daedric Guild, or Daedric quests, and guild quests. So Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, Dark Brotherhood, Thieves Guild, the whole kit and caboodle. We're doing everything, and then we also have DLC things to do as well. Chilling on break right now. Excellent. That's good. I'm glad you actually have some time to yourself, because yeah, I remember you've said before that so much of the streaming stuff is at mercy of school times, and nobody could blame you for having that take up a lot of time. Now this guy, maybe he's seen me. Excuse me. Oh, it's a wolf. Now we have a quest to get troll fat, but that's not a troll, that's an ogre. So that does us no good. I'm thinking what we're probably going to do is we're going to continue with one of the guild things. But how are you liking Hollow Knight, by the way, Scarlet? And then also, yeah, 2 questions. How are you liking Hollow Knight? And then also, do you have any clips you'd like to share from the stream that just finished? Because you did me a solid by rating me. The least I can offer is if there's a way I could put the spotlight back onto you, because your raid was very much appreciated and very, very kind. Apelam was like, I was already here. Yeah, just show us some Oblivion, bud. That's right. Yeah, we tend to get a lot of very cool peeps with Oblivion, because this is, of course, a classic game that a lot of us have nostalgia for. I may not have nostalgia for it because this is my first playthrough, but I'm like understanding why people like this game so much. It didn't take long for me to figure it out, but it is it's cool getting that context, honestly. 25 hours, and there's apparently there's quite a lot to it. Yeah, apparently there's quite a lot more than I would have ever guessed, honestly. Well, the offer's on the table, Scott. If you got anything you want to plug, or any videos you're working on, or like if you're on YouTube, or any clips or anything, what are some other things you have planned while you have some time off from school things? If you have other games you plan on streaming, or just things you want to play off stream, for that matter. Because yeah, I can't remember if you're in Canada specifically, but I know today was Canadian Thanksgiving, which is pretty cool. Oh, right, in the comment you even said it's Thanksgiving, so yeah, that confirms. Canada confirmed. Yeah, Canada, that's awesome, yeah. You'll be happy to know that I've been playing a lot of GeoGuessr lately, and I'm starting to do better at recognizing what some of Canada looks like versus the rest of North America. And no, it's not a matter of looking for, is it a maple leaf flag or is it an American flag? No, it's more detailed than that. We actually had a tricky one the other day, because we saw like a lot. It looked like North America, but there was a lot of French language stuff, and I was like, what part of France looks like this? Turns out it was like further east Canada, which makes perfect sense, because I was like, right, there's more French speaking parts in that part of the country. This is how we learn. So as far as Thieves Guild, I would say my main focus for now will be Thieves Guild and Dark Brotherhood, because those are the most evil and sinister and badass. So, as far as what we have to focus on, we have this one. Speak with Vicente. That's right, gotta go back. So we need to turn in this quest. And then this one, actually we don't have a Thieves Guild quest, but we're gonna get to meet the main man himself. We get to meet the Gray Fox, presumably in the flesh, allegedly. Gonna meet the head of the Thieves Guild in person. So that is a pretty cool thing. I kind of want to focus that. So let's go to this in Bruma. To Bruma we go. In fact, we're not too far from Bruma right now, are we? We are, never mind, we are actually quite far. Boop. Warp on over. Good to see you, Potato Prior. Good to see you. Scarlet says, I've never been to Canada before. I have no idea what it looks like. It's a large country, obviously. And that's what gets me, too, is that it's a large country, and so much of it is very, very pretty nature-y things, and forests and mountains. So, there's a lot to consider. GeoGuessr scares me. Or is it like you feel intimidated by it because you feel that it will make you feel like you don't know things? Because I love GeoGuessr, and it frequently makes me feel like a dumbass and that I don't know things. The trick, though, is that I secretly don't tell anybody this, okay? But I secretly am a dumbass and I secretly don't know anything. So it's really not an inaccurate reflection. But it is a fun game to play. It is a good way to like learn more about the world and more about what places look like. It doesn't teach you everything, obviously. I'm not like gonna sit here and be like, oh, you play GeoGuessr, that's all you need to learn the way the world works. But it is kind of fun. It's a fun way to kind of get learnt and get some education, kind of, sort of. And it's a good time. I like it a lot. Some people might think to themselves, oh man, learning in a video game? Trust me, it's not as scary as you might think. And yes, I will steal. Oh, no, I won't. There's nothing worth stealing. This would be the ultimate gamer move. Steal from the head honcho himself, from the Grey Fox, and then fence the stolen goods back to the Thieves Guild to raise my ranking with the Thieves Guild so I can get better quests from the Grey Fox. So I can steal more of his stuff, and then fence the goods back and increase my ranking, etc., etc. That's a real gamer move, except there's not much to steal. Yeah, nothing really catches my eye, sadly. Nothing valuable. See places I'll never do. Yeah, that's how it feels too, Potato Prior. Like, yeah, as I get older, I realize, yeah, there are limits to what I'll be able to see in my lifetime. But that's okay because, you know, traveling, of course, to faraway lands is expensive and hard to wrangle. But it can be quite nice. Are you the man?
We must talk.
He's the man.
I see you got my message.
He sounds like an Imperial, which was not at all what I was expecting. Gotta steal the cheese, that's right. Steal the cheeses. You're lucky I wasn't busy. We'll be nice. Look at that, he's got the cowl from Nocturnal.
I have need of your special gifts. There is an item hidden away in a remote monastery. I need you to go get it for me. The monastery is extensive and well guarded, so you should make sure to be well prepared.
Don't tell me it's Cloud
Should
Ruler.
you succeed, I will pay you well for your services. Capital. The monastery is called the Temple of the Ancestor Moths.
Okay, it's not that.
Where retired blind moth priests go to wait out the rest of their days. I will mark the location on your map. Look for it in the far northeast of Cyrodiil, beyond Cheydinhal. I need you to acquire Sevilla's stone. It is a large crystal with special properties that I need to gain advantage. Remember, do not shed innocent blood. However, there is no blood price for slaying the stone's guardians, human or inhuman. When I receive word that Sevilla's stone is missing, I will be here, waiting for you.
You're right, Potato Prior. It's like a weird trick that the brain, I think, is doing because we can't see the rest of his face. So we just focus on the eyes. And yeah, because like the nose piece goes right down the middle, it kind of looks like he's a little bit cross-eyed. But yeah, no, I'm surprised he's an Imperial. I figured he'd be like a, you know, an Outlander of sorts. And I'm also surprised he's by himself. I figured he'd like have some bodyguards with him.
I don't answer questions about myself, particularly when they come from a Shadowfoot.
Now, see, he was being like, "Oh, we're you know, our talents are so good." Now it's like, "Oh, you're just a Shadowfoot."
Shadow hide you.
And who's this person's house? Or this person, rather, that lives here? Helvia Sacia. I'm guessing they're a Thieves Guild person. They were like, oh yeah, we're just gonna like let this guy rent out my house for a bit. Alright, so anyway, we have marching orders from the Grey Fox himself. He says it is beyond Cheydinhal, I think is what he said. Let's see, in the farthest corner. Oh, north of Cheydinhal. Okay. But isn't that interesting? Oh, okay, it is on the map. Never mind. I was gonna say, oh, I wonder if it's not on the map. We were actually just there. Wow, we were like a stone's throw away by complete happenstance. That's wild. That is nutty. What are the odds, right? All right, so we have this, and then we also should collect a new Dark Brotherhood quest, which means it is back to Cheydinhal, right? It is Cheydinhal, right? For the Dank Brotherhood. I think it's Cheydinhal. Yeah, it is. Cool. Now we can steal the cheese. We absolutely could steal the cheese. Actually, I won't steal it. I'll relocate it. I will burn the cheese. No, I won't burn it. I'm not a monster. I'll put it. Whoops, I just flung it across the room. I don't know where he is. I'm gonna assume this will drop on his head. Boom. That's why he wears the helmet. It's to protect himself from Thieves Guild members throwing cheese at him. Oh, here's the guy who lives here. He's like, oh yeah, I live here, by the way. He's been throwing my cheese around.
Where the shadows well, fellow thief.
Fellow thief.
All I need is a roof, some bread, and blessings of the nine. Room is God's country, and the gods are good to me. We don't talk about him in public. The Thieves Guild follows the Gray Fox. However, we make sure that most folks think he is just a myth.
Just a myth.
Shadow hide you.
Kill him for throwing the cheese. Kill me for throwing the cheese? But yeah, like that guy, he sees us and like immediately can smell the guilt on us. It's like, you've got cheese throwing look about you. I know that look anywhere. Got some tunes. Very nice, Johnson. Very nice. That sounds good. Now we're chilling with some Oblivion. Yeah, that sounds nice. Sounds like a nice evening. Coming out of the Bluetooth speakers. Oh, that's very cool, Johnson. Can I ask what are some of your preferred tunages for a nice Monday night? Monday night chill times. Especially now that we are entering into spooky season and changing of the seasons is happening in front of us, and the days are getting shorter and the days are getting colder. I like to change my music listening tastes accordingly sometimes. Cheese blood. Yes, that's the bad cheese blood that is being spilt. Some Mafia 3. That sounds nice, Potato Prior. Mafia 3. I don't think if is that the newest one? I know they did like a remaster of one of the older ones, but yeah, I guess 3 is the newest one. Did he always have a glass longsword? Or is that a new thing? Dark Guardian friend. Let's talk to some of our buddies, some of our fellow compatriots. Oh, cool. Yeah. Lots of metal. Yeah. Hashtag just girl things. Yeah, you know.
You again.
Yeah, this guy never likes to talk to us.
I have it on good authority that the newest addition to the Brotherhood is an annoying whelp, unworthy of licking my boots.
Yeah, I'm familiar. I'm kind of familiar with Powerwolf. I'm definitely familiar with Dragon Force. Lorna Shore, I don't know if I've heard of, though. It's a pretty good one. That's good. That's good. Training room is that way. There will definitely be some peeps hanging there. We just saw a person go this ways. First and second are better, though. Scarlet O'Hara, which is also a name I don't recognize. Here's some peeps. Well, here's the big peep, the big person.
Ah, so Mortieri has escaped. Well done. As payment, I am pleased to award you this amulet.
An amulet?
Cruelty's heart, as well as another advancement in rank. I hereby bestow upon you the title of Eliminator.
A cool name.
Blood is cold, your heart hard. You exemplify everything the Dark Brotherhood stands for. I present to you now this key. It unlocks the well behind the abandoned house above. Use it to gain hidden, quick access to this sanctuary.
Yep, that's nice. What's the amulet that we got? I wonder. Cruelty's heart. Strength and willpower. The strength part is nice. The willpower, I think, is more aligned to our interests. Although, I don't know, spell absorption's pretty dang good. I guess the thing, though, is that spell absorption is only sometimes good. Whereas willpower and strength is always nice. So I think I will actually go for that one. Some jazz, though, Potato Pride. I've been listening to a lot of jazz lately. Yes, very much so. Be more specific. Oh no, it's okay. Yeah, yeah, like Screamo stuff. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I've never heard the name before. You got the strength and the willpower.
You are an ambitious one, aren't you? I'm afraid I have no more contracts for you. Our time working together has come to an end. Instead, you must report to Ochiva here in the sanctuary. She will be providing all your contracts from now on and is waiting for you as we speak. Before you go, however, I intend to make good on an offer I made some time ago. As a vampire, I may pass my gift on to others as I see fit. You have served me well, and I choose now to extend that gift to you. Shall I use my dark powers and turn you into a vampire?
Thank you, but no thank you. Because being a vampire is a pain in the ass. Unless there's cool things that come with it in this game, like if there's story things, and maybe there are, but we'll just say not
Yes,
right now.
I can understand your trepidation. For it is not every day one is invited to join the ranks of the undead, eh? If you ever change your mind, fear not. My offer will always be open. Simply return and speak to me about the dark gift, and we can proceed.
It's a representation of, yeah, well, I mean, there are things to be understandably frustrated by. Frustrated and angry. Vincente Valtieri, it's a cool name, for sure. Fabled says do it. I mean, I don't know how it is in this game. In Morrowind, being a vampire is cool, as long as you don't want to do any quests ever. And never interact with any NPCs. Like if you want, like if you're doing like a role-playing run or something like that, or if you're just fine playing the game and being constantly miserable, it's fun, but and like because the abilities you get are pretty cool, but like in Morrowind, people will just attack you on sight, and it's just impossible to get anything done. It's awful. In this game, I'm assuming it's probably less extreme, but it's permanent too.
The Count of Skingrad is not all he seems. Let's just say I'm not the only one who enjoys his evenings.
An undercurrent of anger. Yeah, I wouldn't blame you, Johnson. I mean, like, yeah, you of course have been very forthcoming about some of the health stuff you have to deal with, and yeah, I think that would push anyone to the limits, because I mean, I can't begin to imagine how frustrating it is at times. When it truly, yeah, when you ascend to vampire rank and you don't just have the porphyric hemophilia, which is the like disease that leads to vampirism. Yeah, once you get to the big status, then yeah, it's probably like you get a lot of cool physical abilities, but that's the kind of thing you do at the very end when you have nothing else to do, because yeah, you like certain quests and like NPC interactions become impossible. It's not as bad. Oh, in Skyrim it's more lax. Interesting. Yeah, in Morrowind, yeah, if you like talk to NPCs, they'll just like attack you on sight. So it's like cool for role playing, like people that do role playing runs, because it's very involved. Like, you know, here they don't like vampires, and on Vardenfell they'll just fucking murder you on sight with no hesitation. Yeah, vacuuming, mopping. Right, yeah, no, I understand. Arms are sore. It's all done, but yeah, but not feeling the greatest about it. Here's Marie Antoinette.
Yes, dearest brother. Is there something I can help you with?
Rumors.
Don't tell anyone else. But someday I'm going to have Uchiva's position. Just you wait and see. Lucien LeChance knows real talent when he sees it.
He would take his LeChance on her.
I hope you don't get killed.
You do.
Well, you know.
Everyone's sleepies. How's about this? I should probably... Oh, but they're sleeping during the day. Okay, well... I don't want to, like, wake people up. I don't think I need to talk to them. Here's Rat Friend. Schemer. He says, I'm scheming. Guessing in the training hall, then. Training room. Training hall. Here's Orc Friend. There's a big-ass red axe now. I thought it was purple. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's always been red.
I know what you're thinking.
Oh, we've already talked to him.
Hey, I don't like to tell stories.
Oh, we've heard this one before.
Me, you know, don't believe me. I've got her undergarments to prove it.
That's just a thing that you just share with somebody randomly.
Happy hunting, my brother.
So here's the lady.
Ah, greetings. I have been waiting for you. As Vicente surely told you, your time working with him has come to an end. From now on, you will receive all assignments directly from me. In fact, your next contract is available now.
All right, I'm down. Hit me with it, fam. But first, rumors.
I've heard some talk. This past year, some family members have been found murdered. Could there be an assassin among assassins?
Amogus.
In the Imperial
Let's see where it
City,
is.
there lives a high
What do you got
elf
for us,
who
lady?
must be removed from existence. Finding this person may prove challenging. Are you interested?
I am. Always.
I knew you wouldn't be able to resist. Your target is a high elf named Phalion. He lives somewhere in the Imperial City and fancies long walks.
Hopefully on the beach.
Unfortunately, that's all we know. We don't know which district he calls home, which establishments he frequents, or anything about his schedule. This contract will require a bit of detective work. I suggest you speak to your fellow brothers and sisters and see if they can offer any advice. Ah, yes, there is one more thing. The Imperial City is also home to an Imperial Legion captain named Adamus Philida. Do you know who that is?
I don't think so. Apparently I know? Maybe? Self-righteous lapdog. I'll say I don't know.
Philida has dedicated his life to eradicating the Dark Brotherhood, and he becomes rather irate when our duties take us to the Imperial City. When that happens, he tends to make our lives uncomfortable. Let's not give the good captain any reason to go poking around in our affairs, If possible, do away with Phalion someplace out of the way. Definitely indoors with no other people around. A secure location with no witnesses. This will make it look like a simple murder. Philida will be none the wiser, and you'll receive a nice bonus. Now go, and may Sithis go with you.
Sneak. And then back to sneak mode. Yeah, so I think what she was getting at is don't get a bounty by doing this. By committing this murder. This murder most foul. Go to the zoo. Oh, that sounds nice, Johnson. Yeah. Oh, that'll be fun. Decorate for spooky times. That sounds really fun. Yeah. We're approaching mid-October, and the closer we get to late October, or the later into October we get, the spookier it becomes.
I know what you're thinking. Go.
We've already heard this one a bajillion times. That's right, the duties in the Imperial City.
This is what I'm talking about. You kill him up close, face to face, and you still get the bonus. I wish all the contracts were like that.
He says, murder is great. I love it.
Hunting, my brother.
Happy hunting. I mean, that's kind of the Dark Brotherhood thing. We're all very much into murdering individuals that may... Well, the thing is, like, it's not really innocent individuals, because they are, a lot of times have been contracted to be killed for a reason. But, yes, various murders for various reasons is what it ultimately comes down to.
So good to see you. Is that... Yes, dearest brother. Know what I'd do? Talk to Phalion, learn who he is. Maybe then you can lead him to a secluded place. Then, when
It's a
you're
little alone time with him, if you catch my drift. When you're alone, you can... Oh, I know. Wink.
Good luck, brother. I hope you don't get killed. I mean, well, you know.
Good voice acting, by the way. Oh, Schemer. What's up, bud? And then Vincente is over here, not here, but in the other area. You can talk to him as well, see if he has any other things that he would recommend or bits of knowledge.
A pleasure to speak with you. The elves of the Imperial City are a fairly close-knit community. One of them will have at least heard of Phalion. You should ask around.
We shall do just that. The Lonely Wanderer.
Dear brother.
I bet he's not that lonely. If he's in like in a tight-knit group, I'm sure he's got some buddies. So we have Thieves Guild things and Dark Brotherhood things to pursue, and we shall do exactly that. Oh, whoops, wrong way. So Imperial City is one, and the other one involves going north of Cheatenholm, I believe is what it was. Yes, yeah, very far north for the Temple of the Ancestor Moths. I think I actually might do that first. This is a particular item we are to help escape, we'll say, to liberate. Although my inventory is kind of full, so I can maybe just stand to sell things. Except, never mind, we just got a big and thick strength increase. So we've got lots of carrying capacity anyway, so never mind. So yeah, I think we might go ahead and do is hop up this way. So we'll go back to Azura's Shrine so we can just kind of hop, skip, and jump right over to this other cool place. Because, again, we were just here. Oh, except never mind. I guess we were heading more kind of west, a little bit south. We didn't really go north anymore. Still, though, we got pretty close to this whole thing. So, how exactly far away is this place? Because it's a monastery in the mountains. Oh, it's down then. Okay, because, yeah, for a minute there, I was like, we don't have to climb up here, right? Because these are, like, mountains that I don't think you're allowed to go past. I think there are invisible walls that prevent you from going past this area. So it's going to be right down this way. Acrobatic skill. That's a good one. A monastery. In fact, I should probably go ahead. Unless we should talk to people. Maybe it's okay to talk to people. But after a certain point, we'll need to go into sneaky mode. I'll put on the chameleon gear, that kind of thing. Temple of the Ancestor Moths. I'm gonna go... Oh, look at this. There's moths buzzing around. How fitting. I'm gonna go ahead and save. Because, you know, if by being seen, they are mad at us, then we'll need to go back to this, obviously. Yeah, exactly. Maybe we can talk to the dudes. Let's just kind of talk around and see what the happy haps are. Here they are. Hello, dudes. Their clothes are very bright. It's like, oh my god, could you turn your clothes down? They're a little bright for my eyeballs.
What can this peaceful monk do for you, stranger?
Are you blind monks?
I don't understand what you mean. We can see just fine.
Well, that's disappointing.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Guess they're playing dumb.
May you always wear soft silk.
Oh gosh, what is happening here? Dude is hoeing the back of this man's skull. I mean, we're just peaceful monks, but I would be a little bit worried. I'd keep an eye on this guy, alright? Hiyar should keep an eye on Keridi.
What can this peaceful monk do for you?
Peaceful monk, you say? I see what was going on back there.
A good man who honors the Nine may visit the way shrines of Akatosh for blessings of speed and...
Oh, in the back of his head, man. Back of his skull. Brutal.
I've never heard of it. May you always...
Oh god, now he's hoeing me. Now I'm getting the hoeings. The hoeings and the no. Is that not what that is? I thought that was called a hoe. This thing right here. Maybe I'm wrong. Is it a hoe? I don't know for show. Oh show. Alright, so obviously there is a conversation topic that is not fully utilized yet. Yeah, things are locked up, of course. Yeah, everything is locked up. So it's gonna be in one of these places. Let's see if we can sweet talk one of these guys.
What can this piece...
So, blind monks, he says, I don't really know what you're getting at here.
Yes?
Let's talk. Let's rock talk a bit. See what he responds to and react accordingly. So he hates jokes. He loves coercion and loves admiration. So, small boast.
I doubt it.
Pretty good coercion.
I can't argue with that.
and hates jokes. You saw
really
how you saw the
you're such a
intensity of that scowl. Jokes like make him fucking see red and just wanna inflict violence upon those who dare tell a joke in his presence.
That's pretty far-fetched.
So
I won't
big coercion,
fight.
small joke, big admire.
Please, I'm
69.
embarrassed. But
Yeah,
thank
we're getting
you.
like the big numbers. That's what we like to see. So small
So you
boast,
say,
big
you win
coercion,
this-
small
Yeah,
joke, big
no,
admire. That's
you
like
do me
that's
too
the
much
most
honor.
lucky pattern to land on. We got him multiple times. So now he probably likes us enough to talk about this.
We serve the retired moth priests from the Imperial City. The work they do leads to progressive blindness. They live in utter darkness in the secret catacombs. Of course, it doesn't affect them because they're blind.
Okay.
May you always wear soft silks.
Soft silks. Well, it's not a whole lot to go by, but it's something, I suppose. Persuade one of the monks to help me. Yeah, we've already persuaded as enough as we could. Unless...
What can I have?
Yeah, I was gonna say, unless there's anything else that he would talk about with regard to the stone. Well, since the dudes are blind, I don't know how much this is gonna make a difference, but I'll go ahead and don our sneaky gear accordingly. The expressions, it is pretty fun, like as you're going around the loop. Yeah, now they become blind over time. I mean, I guess that's helpful, kinda. It's not particularly helpful, but I guess it's something. Every time we put on this armor, it's like, how does this larger, heavier, chain-like, dingly-dangly armor that you would think make a bunch of noise somehow makes us more sneaky? Not that I'm complaining, just it's a little silly is all. And to be clear, we're at 85 chameleon. Pretty dang good. Also, our stuff got busted earlier. Our equipment got broke by the things we fought earlier. So we fixed it all up. Couldn't be easier. So I'm just gonna start busting into places, because busting makes me feel good. We're just gonna kind of poke around a bit. We're definitely in sneaky mode. Looking for things that would just be nice to steal, or things that would indicate where to go next. But there's like 3 locked places, like locked important looking places. And 2 gold. Yeah, it really seems like it's just these 2 dudes right now, at least. At least for just the monks that are out here. I'm expecting this to be where we ultimately want to go. The catacombs. Or the crypt, rather. Like, that's the crypt where the blind people would be working, you would think. I'm curious about the temple, though. We do have red marks. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Why do we have marks on here? It says go here, and then it also says... Is it say talk to the dudes? It says talk to the dudes. No, was there much else that they could offer? Yeah, we got the little green indicators say talk to them.
What can?
But there's nothing else to be said unless, like, when they really like you. I mean, maybe we can go even higher than 75, I guess. Could try it. So, big coercion, small joke, big admire, small boast.
Pretty far-fetched.
Disposition maxed. We could bribe for even more.
For you, of course. What a
86,
thoughtful- every little
90.
bit helps.
Yeah, I don't like. All right, we'll keep going.
That'll get you something. Thank you.
95 is as high as we can possibly make it. And yeah, there's nothing else. So this guy loves the shit out of us.
Wear soft silks.
I guess we could try the same with this guy. See if like
What
different
can this-
people have different things.
I don't know. We'll see.
He already likes us quite a bit, though. Knocked out a lot of things. It's not like a pretty productive day, Johnson. Sounds like he did quite a lot, actually. He loves jokes. Opposite of hates coercion, likes admiration. So he's kind of a not quite opposite, but different. So,
How nice.
responds well to admiration, loves jokes.
Say, that's pretty far-fetched.
Yeah, 63, not as good, that one. So, small boast.
Right.
We'll do a big joke.
I like that. A lot.
Pretty big admire,
What a
small
fool
coercion.
you are.
Small
That's
boast.
pretty far-fetched.
Big joke.
That's great. How's it go again?
Small coercion. Big
You're
admire.
too
74,
kind.
very good. And then we'll do small
What a
coercion.
fool you are.
Small
That
boast.
never happened.
Pretty good
Oh, I
joke.
like that.
And
Well, that's
thick
good of you to say
admire.
so. That's not bad. We serve the retired moth priest. They live in utter.
Yeah, I don't think there's much else that can be done here. So I'm a little bit surprised the quest marker is still saying go to these guys. I'm gonna trust my gut on this one. I know, it's so weird how some of them just hate jokes. And as always, I still find it hilarious that you have to do things. You have to do all 4 things. Like, you know this person hates admiration, hates jokes, loves coercion. So it's like, can't I just do the things that they like? No, you have to tell them a joke, regardless of how much they're gonna hate it. It's like, all right, it's like, I have to tell you this joke. I'm sorry, you're gonna hate me for it, kind of, but like, I need to. I can't talk to you without admiring you, joking with you, coercing you, and admiring you in different orders. Like, that's the only way I can talk to you. I'm sorry. It's very silly. Afflictions are banished. Cool. I didn't realize I had any, but great. Also, what's up, Corey? You always wear soft silks. So soft. And yes, I will take this. Ghost became a TikTok band. Ghost the metal band? Because Ghost is a very cool band as well. In fact, Corey and I got to see Ghost a couple years ago. That was a pretty fun time at the pageant with Nick and not the Matt we know, but another Matt that we know. Because yeah, that was a while back, and that was probably the 3rd or 4th time I've seen them. But I'm impressed that there's like TikTok videos being made about them. And now we're up here. There's really nothing else to speak of. I mean, the altar in here is kind of cool, but there's not much to it. So really, it seems like the cool shit is going to be out this way. Into the crypt. Now, we probably aren't supposed to be here because it was locked. Although the game seems like they want us to talk to him. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna save. And then I'm gonna talk to him and see what happens. But the game kind of wants me to talk to him. With the Holger. Actually, how's about this? I need to use the restroom. And I might also take the doggy outside. So now might be a good time anyway. Yeah, I've already saved. I'm gonna take a brief BRB. Anyway, so it was locked to get in here, but he doesn't seem to think I'm trespassing. So, hey, what's going on, bud?
What can this peaceful monk do for you, stranger? Who is this? Sevilla? A former lover, perhaps? I don't know anyone by that name.
He is perhaps playing slightly dumb.
Have you heard the fall of Dagon yet?
Oh, he's gonna start singing.
I don't understand what you mean.
Let's start talking.
All
Let's
right.
do the thing. Let's do the same process all over again with this lad. So, neutral, happy, unhappy. All right, so these 2 are the ones we're gonna want to do. So let's rotate. Small,
Yeah,
small,
don't waste
big,
no more.
medium.
Yeah, I
65.
get it.
A former lover. Yeah, this, I guess, like it's like the stereotypical monk haircut, where it's like they clearly can grow hair just fine, but they shave just the tippy tops there. I don't know what that is. It's one thing if it's male pattern baldness, but this seems like a thing they're doing intentionally. Maybe it's to represent like a halo around their heads, maybe like a symbol of purity. I don't know, but yeah, that haircut is quite striking, isn't it? And it's a bowl cut on top of that, so you get the bowl.
Yeah, and don't waste
On top
no
of
more.
a
You're frightening me.
on top of like a very odd bald spot. So it's a weird combination, honestly. But one that I can't really talk shit though, because when it comes to having like weird hair, Lord knows I am no
that's-
saint.
Yes, don't waste your flattery on me.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh,
you
okay.
say.
That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. The painfulness of that one wasn't as bad. Or the patterns we're getting here aren't nearly as pleasant for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's a
not
good pattern.
now. No more.
68.
You're frightening me.
Yeah, it's like we're not getting as good
Whatever
patterns
you
for like the kinds of things we want. So yeah, we get small
Then
boast, small
don't waste
admire,
your
but then
flatter-
small joke. Now we are
Good
above
work.
70 though, so that is good. Forget why that. Yeah, I'm sure there's a reason. It's called a tonsure. Interesting. So it's like a name for that hair
See,
shape.
I really shouldn't be telling you this, but I know you are trustworthy.
I absolutely am. Says the
blind
person wearing
monks in the
sneaking gear.
catacombs guard the stone. It's said to have magical powers. Don't tell Heridi I said anything. I could be banished for telling you.
All he did is just confirm that it exists. That's not too bad. Now he's about to tell us more details. Probably. Hopefully. Tea is nearly ready, which means hitting it with some honey. Not the fancy honey, by the way, just the full circle stuff. Nothing fancy. It's not. I think it's probably pasteurized. I know unpasteurized honey is the best, but this is the stuff you get from the grocery store, so it's probably processed. We stir it up. We mix it up. But also, where are the catacombs? Tell me the
I
deets.
can't reveal that. It would be far too dangerous. I don't know you that well.
So we can make him like us even more. We can make him like us.
Certainly.
Let us continue with our previous dalliances, shall we? Yes, quite. Big joke.
Not bad.
Small, and medium. 72.
Please. I'm sorry.
Big joke.
That's
Small,
Don't waste your I accept.
medium.
I have no
This is a
choice.
tough one, honestly. We keep getting patterns
I
that
don't
are
talk such
not the
rot.
bestest. We'll do
I
pretty good
accept.
coercion.
I have no choice.
The rotate, big
Not
joke,
bad.
medium.
That never
76.
happened.
Small.
Don't talk such rot.
Then we get on the hit it with the rotate, bam,
Yeah,
and then bam.
whatever you want.
77. Just a religious haircutting ritual. Okay. Past your lips, not past your eyes. Oh, that's a good one, Orgasor. Goddamn. That's a smooth one right there, dude. Smooth criminal.
Don't waste your.
So coercion,
Sure,
78. If we can get up to
cute.
80, I'll feel pretty good. I'm gonna go in. Actually, use
I
these
get
two.
it. Don't. Whatever you want.
Whatever you want, he says.
I don't talk such rot.
Such
Whatever you
rot.
want.
Sure.
I doubt
81. Disposition maxed. Is that sufficient?
Well, all right then.
He's gonna
I'll
show
you.
us. There we go,
Please
bud.
be discreet and don't bother the other monks.
Oh no, it's okay, Johnson. If you have any questions, I could fill you in on the blanks. You don't have to be here for the entirety of like the events that have transpired. It's if the events transpired at any point during the stream, then it counts, I would say.
May you always wear soft silks.
Soft silks. Oh, we're going outside then. Okay, I thought it was gonna be inside. Oh, it is inside. Okay. I don't think I need to be sneaky, but I'm gonna be sneaky. He says, don't bother the monks that are doing their thing. He says, I just wish to see it. He says, you seem trustworthy. I absolutely am, as I steal 3 torches and I'm hardly visible.
There are torches in the barrel.
Oh, okay, that's as far as we're going then, yeah. He says, the rest is up to you, homie. There are torches in the barrel, and that's where we got them. So, we probably didn't need to have him tell us where things are. Oh, where'd he go now? Okay, maybe he's going to bed. He's like, all right, you know, I'm turning in. 7:20 p.m. Does he offer to turn you into vampire? Oh, would the offer count as encountering a vampire? That's a very good question. I would probably say no. Just because, yeah, when I think of encountering a vampire, I think of like combating a vampire. That's interesting. That's an interesting point though, because yeah, there's like there will inevitably be streams where we aren't talking to the Dark Brother. So maybe that would like elevate it into a sometimes like enough of a sometimes-able task. That's a good one. I would say for now, no, but yeah, that's something I'd be willing to perhaps bend on in the future. When we're not doing like a bunch of Dark Brotherhood quests. Because yeah, then we would see Vincente every stream and it's a guaranteed thing. So please don't bother the other monks. I mean, if I do my job right, they won't even know that I'm there. Of course, they're blind, so... Again, if I do my job right, I'll be so well hidden. In sight and in sound. I'll confess, I'm not sure what blood price means. Would not be subject to blood price. What I'm assuming that means is we shouldn't hurt them. And which is fine, I wouldn't want to hurt them anyway. We're Thieves Guild, not Dark Brotherhood. But I am also Dark Brotherhood, so, you know, on Dark Brotherhood quests, it's fine. But in this one, no, I would want to be a good boy. Paying for their blood. Yeah, I wouldn't expect that. I figured this is the kind of thing where, like, yeah, if we committed a murder, if we caused violence, then it would either be reflected poorly or we would fail the quest. 69 gold, by the way, nice. So yeah, it would reflect well on me to not do that if I could help it. Hey, what's up, Jangles? Jangles says go for it. Fucking murder them. I think they are blind, at which point they have the headbands on them. Have I caused violence? Not today. Have I previously done it? Maybe. Maybe we've caused a violence or two in this video game. That's actually how we got invited to the Dark Brotherhood, was by causing violence. Duty says, halt! You have violated the law. Take all the goods. Every last one. Probably don't need this torch. I mean, the torch is nice because it lets me see a little bit better and lets you, the viewer, see a little bit better as well. They're pretty, like, despite them being blind, they're pretty hopping, aren't they? It's like, while I'm here, I guess I might as well liberate things as I find them. And that's back to the entrance. Okay, so I did the loop. We've completed a loop as far as mapping this place out. Yeah, obviously it's going to be further out this way. Oops. I really don't know if they move by sense of sound or sense of smell or what have you. But if they're truly blind, then we almost don't need to sneak. But I feel like they would sense us otherwise still. That's where I'm gonna, like, hit a blind corner. Pun slightly intended. Hit a blind corner and, like, run into them unknowingly because they're schmoving. Nice them to keep random stacks of gold and random caches throughout these catacombs. Very generous of them to just leave that out. Ratto. I'm gonna assume the Ratto can get murdered. But if I leave a corpse, I wonder if they would see it. Like, I wonder if they would know it. They would notice it. They're all eating. Or they're not eating, they're working on things. They're crafting. This is the craft room. Yeah. A wide berth of a trajectory here. There's the ratto. Alright, I'm gonna commit the murder for the rat. What's that Joel Haver video? The very first one, where there's the rat friend. There's the rat friend, and like, he's like, adventure awaits, huzzah! And he kills the rat. Die, fiend rat! And then he kills him. And then the guy's like, have you seen our pet rat? He's the mascot of the city. And the guy's like, oh, was he in the sewers? Yes, he was in the sewers. He was looking for cheese. He's a very sweet boy. He's like, oh no, what have I done? It's the catacombs. It is a classic. It absolutely is. High level monk for reflect damage gear. When you say farming a high level monk, do you mean like fighting these monks to see if they can drop some reflect damage gear? Because yeah, I would assume I shouldn't for the quest, but maybe afterwards I could. What you're getting at is, yes, we do like reflect damage things. That is something we do enjoy here. Average. Okay, actually, I'm kind of curious where the other path will leads. That guy's just standing at attention. Ready to roll at a moment's notice. I have a feeling he's super observant. The way that he's just standing there menacingly. So I'm going to see if this is another option for us. Oh, sleepies. It's okay. I'm a sneaky sleepies. Ooh, and look at that sneak skill even higher. Hell yeah. So running and walking. Kind of nice. So I'm guessing that means we don't even need to be sneaking anymore to go undetected, except... of course. Unfortunate timing. We're still hidden, though. Are you going all the way this way, or are you going around? She's going all the way. Right, so I don't know how far she wants to go. I'm gonna assume she won't want to go past this area, though. I want to drag the dead rat. Some Hitman levels of corpse. It's too late. It's too late. Trying to hide the corpses like in Hitman. Okay, well, she seems unbothered. I guess that wasn't their beloved pet rat like I thought that it might be. Oh, kitty cats. That sounds nice, Johnson. I hope they were being sweet and cuddly and goofy. Now I'm gonna try this way. Yeah, I'm trying to hide it. Yeah, that's what you have to do in Hitman, the original games, and probably the newer ones too, for that matter. Because if you leave corpses out, people will find them and they will react accordingly. We found several Nirnroot earlier, actually. We got the Nirns and the Roots. More than we could have ever managed. More than we could have ever guessed. Also, the door behind me is apparently the place to go. I kind of want to explore more, but at the same time, though, the more I explore, the more dangerous it becomes. So let's just go right to it. And kitty cat's being very sweet. That sounds very nice. Caverns of the Maw. This better be a cool fucking thing that leads to some cool shit, because we're going pretty in-depth to get to this thing. I mean, I get it. This is from the Gray Fox himself. It's a pretty high-level Thieves Guild quest, but it's like, damn, this is involved. He's a spoiled kitty cat, as it should be. As all well-loved kitty cat or just pets in general should be. So I'm going with the very obvious tripwires. I'm guessing it would activate. Oh, here's the spike. I was gonna say probably a spike ball trap somewhere. Skeletons. It's a little bit surprising to see undead being utilized here, but yeah, I've seen stranger things. Note that we don't know where on the... Well, actually, I guess we do know. Oh, it's real far away, though. Wherever this thing is, it's pretty far out, man. And of course, I always like going the wrong way. What is this, pray tell? Are these alarms? Oh. The wall won't shift. Guessing if I hit these... Oh, am I already stuck then? Because I see this as closed. I was thinking like, yeah, if I hit the rocks, they'll like activate a trap or something. The wall will not shift, it's true. Wall won't shift. Okay, so then pull rope. Oh, okay. That was strangely easy then. I was thinking it was going to be much more involved than that. Maybe I just got lucky. Maybe it was like a 1 in 3 chance, and if you pull the wrong rope, it like spews more poison. Because there was poison in that room. Maybe we just got lucky. But it's okay, because we're up all night to get lucky. I'm gonna save because I pushed it to the limit a little bit earlier by jumping in all wimbly bimbly. It's poison roulette. It seems like it doesn't really matter which route we take. All roads lead to progress. I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't try to engage with monsters. Sneakier the betterier. This one's pretty simple so long as you have a fuck ton of health, which we have. We also have like pretty good acrobatics. But if you have a fuck ton of health, then no spikes are ever a problem. Enough health and enough healing, for that matter, too. So what's this thing gonna be after all of our... Oh, look at this! A Gloom Wraith. I need to kill you for another quest that I'm on, so I will attack. Sneak attack for 1 times damage. Ouch. Oh my god. He is kicking the shit out of me. My gosh. Part of the tricky thing is I don't know what my animations look like right now because I can't see myself. He's very fast. I fought these things dozens of times, and this guy specifically is super, super strong. That was mean. God damn. It's weird fighting something when you can't see what you're doing. You can't see, like, what your swings look like or what the animations look like. It's ectoplasm number 1 out of 5 acquired. Some log traps, very good. I'm not sure what you would step on or trip to activate the log trap, but it's up there. Fighting with invisible hands, that'd be tricky. It'd be hard to catch them hands. Right? It has to be hard to not catch them hands. If they're invisible. Is this the last one? I bet it is. Shrine of the Moth. We have a green indicator now to show precisely where to go. Precisely. And to be clear, still no bounty, so we are perfectly hidden. However, there's some peoples. I see a floating stone. So it begs the question of what power does this stone have? And some of the other things that the Grey Fox needed previously. He needed a certain ring. He needed a... I feel like there was like another important artifact we had to acquire for him. And then this thing is clearly something spooky and scary. Shield Wall Tome. That sounds nice. Give me a new spell, probably. Yep, Shield Wall. Fortify heavy armor and shield. Well, the heavy armor thing, it doesn't really matter to us, but the shield is nice. Any bounties tonight? Not that I've been aware of. We've been pretty squeaky clean tonight. Although that might change in a moment here. Depending on how we can manage this. Because I need to acquire that artifact that person is clearly standing in front of. Seems like they are not too keen on turning away from it. So we might just have to like get aggro on that person, or see if there's a way to just sneak up and kind of game the system. There's a thing next to it as well. Let's plan an escape route if things go poorly. If things go tits up, as we say. We could sneak attack them. Well, we need to not attack things, though, I think is what it gets down to. I think we need to make sure we leave people alive, because these are innocent peeps just guarding their stuffs. If it was the Dark Brotherhood, we would have no issue with committing a murder, but this is the Thieves Guild, so we have to be mindful of their processes. Oh, that was a one-way thing. Oh, damn. Okay, so that is an escape route. Thankfully, we're pretty close to the end anyway. I think all that I did was fight that wraith. My tits are up for the Dark Brotherhood, as they should be. That is the proper way to pay tribute to the Dark Brotherhood. I probably should have saved before I jumped in. I was thinking, well, if this leads somewhere, I can just lead, like somewhere outside, I can just go back inside then. I could just go back the way I came. But it was a broken bridge. One of those type of deals. That's like, well, damn. Tits go sideways for the Dark Brotherhood. That's acceptable as well, as long as the tits do something for the Dark Brotherhood. I think that's really all they care about. Beggars can't be choosers when it comes to Dark Brotherhood and boobs. I was telling Gracie about the announcement for the new RimWorld expansion, by the way. Which is exciting. Because she's a big fan of that game. In the times when I've gotten to play in the past. Ouch. And I can't remember what the context was. Oh, I think I know what the context was. I think I was telling her... oh gosh, that hurt a lot. Just like last time, this guy hurts a lot. Yeah, I can't remember the exact context, but I think we were talking about something related to Game of Thrones. I think we had just watched an episode, and she expressed disappointment that there weren't a lot of boobs in that particular episode. Some Game of Thrones episodes are very generous in that regard, some not so much. And she was like, oh, that was kind of a boobless episode, wasn't it? I was like, well, you know what they say, you can't look a gift boob horse in the mouth. And then I thought about it for a second, I was like, maybe you can. Maybe it's okay to look a gift boob horse in the mouth, because a gift boob horse is not a probably not a very common thing to be given. But then I thought about it more. I was like, oh, and I was like, oh, that reminds me, new RimWorld expansion. New RimWorld expansion, and in the RimWorld expansion notes they were talking about how there's like DNA splicing and whatnot. So you potentially could create a gift boob horse to then send to another colony as like a trade offer. So you could perhaps, there could be literal gift boob horses in RimWorld, which is pretty exciting. What's up, Five Finger? Activate, says Five Finger. What's up, Shoegaze? Good to see you, bud. Johnson says, tasty. Delicious. If I see them, I'm going to immolate it. That is one kind of reaction that you can do Five Finger. There are many reactions. The gift boob horse presents itself to you. Do you A, accept, B, decline, C, violence, or D, seduce? Or E, all the above somehow. Roasted over a spit. Hold on, I wasn't paying attention. Did I actually pick up that book? Sorry, I'm thinking about gift boob horses still. I got gift boob horses on the mind. It was like Shield Wall, I think. I think my don't. Either it wasn't in there or I was not paying attention. Or both. Johnson says consume. Okay, so it's different each time then. It was not the Shield Wall spell, which is fine. That spell wouldn't do a whole lot for us. Okay, so no books then. Keep the bones to make art of the bones of the boob horse, the gift boob horse. So we're gonna get a little bit closer to this guy and see what the happy haps are. There is a thing that we saw. It was an additional object that also had a purple hue to it that caught my eye earlier. It rests. There it is, yes. You see that guy right there? That little purple boy right there? Little crystal ball. It might just be a reflection of the Detect Life spell. I don't know why I'm doing the Detect Life spell every so often. The main reason is just to get our mysticism skill up. We don't need more mysticism, but it's nice. It's nice to have. And really, it's the one major... I think that's why, actually. It's the one major skill that we've been neglecting all this time. Our personality got damaged again. Yeah, you can see all of our other major skills we're doing a great job with, but mysticism has been unfortunately relegated to pretty kind of secondary status because we just don't cast a lot of things with mysticism very frequently. So I'm trying to manually, cast things every so often when I think to. Imagining horses with human breasts, I would never... Yes, that's true. What's up, Jenga? Yeah, dude, we've acquired a vast amount of wealth. Part of it was gathered pretty early on because I quickly figured out that if you just like in Morrowind, if you use alchemy to make ridiculous potions, people will buy them for lots of money. So because of that, alchemy is not a major skill, but we got to like very high level very early in the game. It was like we were like level 4 and we had alchemy in the high 80s. It was ridiculous. So that is like the secret of our financial success. Not a millionaire, no. Yeah, no, not a millionaire, but 100,000 is pretty good though. Gonna save and let's approach with caution. I'm gonna see if I can get this thing without incurring his wrath. No guarantees. I'm being a sneaky hobbitses. Sneaky hobbitses sipping my tea. Whoa! Okay, so this thing gets right at us. Is this the thing I'm to acquire? I thought that was the thing. But it looks like that is... Ouch! That's just a common trap. So I think this is the object of my desire. Boop. Yeah, I thought that was the object. I thought it was floating with a ferocious intensity. Turns out it's just a standard trap. And we've seen those before. Over 100,000 days. You're right. I could eat for a day for a single coin. I was about 100,000 days or 100,000 beggars for one day. So that was a pretty involved process, and we got what we needed. We got the quest item. The Grey Fox shall be most pleased. Now, we could turn that in, or we could then pivot immediately to Dark Brotherhood and get our murderous venting out, because that whole time we couldn't murder anything. Now we will be incentivized to murder. So back to the Imperial City we go. But first, I am to re-equip the old things I was previously using. That includes this one and this one. The cheapest food item costs 3 gold. Yeah, well, maybe it's like a single serving, and maybe they're able to stretch a single serving out across 3 days. So it's like, yeah, it takes 3 golds to buy it, but that 3 gold lasts them 3 days. Maybe they're just kind of simplifying what they're getting at. Like, it takes too long to describe all that, so it's just quicker to say, hey man, just 1 gold, because they realize if they get enough just 1 gold, so that's an easier sell. They're playing the microeconomics game. This one. To the Imperial City, Thalion. So we are to murder this lad in a well-hidden manner. And ideally, we should even better if we could find this person. Find this person, and I just want to talk. Just talk to him. They said they weren't sure what district they're in, but the game is already telling us to go to the market district, so to the market district we go. Have a good night, 8-Bit Llama. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. We call the Dark Brother. That's right. The bulbous boy already knows.
A coin for an old beggar. Me children.
For an old
Thank
beggar.
you, kind sir.
And then listen to the voice change.
Claudette Perrick runs a fine alchemy shop. You should check out the Gilded Carafe.
Blessings of the shadow upon you.
I'll always love that tonal shift. Alright, so we were indicated to go to the market district, and now that we're here, the game's like, you're on your own. So, yeah, let's just kind of ask around a bit. Specifically, we might need to talk to some high elves.
Oh. Hello. When I saw the fiery clouds and the Daedra in the streets, I was sure we were all dead. But you saved us.
That's all fine and good. Anyway, can we stop talking about how cool I am and how I saved the world, and let's talk about somebody that I want to murder. Presumed innocent person that I'm to murder.
He got reassigned to Anvil, I think. Without him around, all this hustle and bustle about the Grey Fox will go away. I never believed in the Grey Fox anyway. I think the Imperium just made him up as an excuse to raise our taxes.
It temporarily cured. There it is. Yeah, it's the stoma. Oh my gosh, it's the maybe it's like an Imperial City thing or a Cyrodiilic thing. Or yeah, it's like a class expectation of how poor people are to sound, or something. Like, yeah, maybe there's like an explanation behind like the unique voices. Now I'm gonna laugh if it's this guy. Now look at this, he actually moved and the place is no longer permanently closed. We could never get into here unless we broke in because it was permanently closed due to a glitch. Looks like when the city like reset everything because of, you know, the whole shit getting murdered thing. When that happened, it looks like it reset this. So now we can actually go in safely. Or the guy we need to talk to is the guy we need to murder. Alright, lady? I can barely reach you.
My pleasure. Please continue. Thalion, you say? Why, yes, I know who he is. Rather distasteful fellow, actually. I believe he lives at the Tiber Septim Hotel. That's in the Talos Plaza district here in the Imperial City. I'd ask around there if I were you.
Sounds like it's where we're going. Well, while we're here then, lady, anything you want to offload? She actually has quite a lot of money herself. And an extra novice mortal and mortar and pestle. Mortal and pester. I am a mortal who is known to pester people. Here, poison, get it out of here. Regular healing, no thank you.
Seems a fair price.
Seems a fair price. These potions, actually, those are all right. Resist fire and fire shield. I think those are okay. These, though, I think I might get rid of. Those are good, though. Those are good. Those are all right. Spell absorption is fine. I need 7 of them. I don't need 7 of them. Let's sell, like, 2 of them. Spell. Don't need that. I got spells for that. Spells to dispel. Silence. The thing about silence is that it doesn't really make sense to put on a melee weapon. So I'd have to get up close and personal for that shit. Daedra Silk. Venin. The Tiefers. Actually, I might see if she has ectoplasm for sale. Minotaur Horn. I don't need this many void salts. Let's sell like 3 of them. Dispel the Dispel. Listening to Ghost. I mean, it is a kind of a weird band, but I love it, Johnson. I say embrace the weird. Do not feel shame for the weird. Lean into it. Lord knows I do. And on our Discord server, Zing, one of my mods, posted a ridiculous YouTube video that was apparently of a song, the performance or the recording at least of a song that was scientifically, but the idea behind the song was that it was to be the most obnoxious, horrible, offensive, maybe not offensive, but like abrasive sounding song possible. Like a group of people got together and just tried to make the most like horrid sounding thing they could possibly manage. And it's 22 minutes long, and it involves operatic rapping and out of tune bagpipes and children singing atonally and out of step. Apparently it's gruesome. And I listened to 30 seconds of it and I was like, nope, I'm done. However, the YouTube channel that hosts it is named after a King Crimson reference, and their profile picture is of a Gentle Giant reference. So I'm just like, all right. So this guy is adjacent to the stuff that I unironically listen to, and he posts bullshit like this. The irony is not lost on me. So I very much lean into the dumb, weird shit that I enjoy. And I feel limited shame. Limited. Lightning Surge. That's a pretty good spell, but we have that already.
That's a fair deal.
That's a fair deal. Anything else? I don't want to get out of here. Not particularly. Mr. Soul Gem, you got this one, lady. There you go. And a Flawless Pearl. And a little nugget. Little nuggies. And she does not have... She has Glow Dust. I'm actually going to buy the Glow Dust because, I don't know if we're ever going to find a Will of the Wisp. So I'll buy that. I don't think I'm going to buy the Ectoplasm. We'll probably find more of that over time. Same with the Daedra Heart. We'll find more of that eventually. You want a link to it, Johnson? I don't have the link on hand, but it's in my Discord server. It was either under music discussion or under dank memes last week. Operatic rapping. That part, yeah, that part doesn't sound too bad, but like, other parts sound horrid. Won't of the Wisp. Yeah, we haven't seen a Will of the Wisp in a while, and that's okay with me because they're horrible fighting them.
A pleasure to serve you.
So I don't mind the fact we haven't seen them in a while, but in this one particular instance, I do mind because we need them for a quest. Otherwise, I would say, yeah, I wish to never see one again, honestly. And she's an illusion lady, an illusionist. And that is our worst. That's the thing we're lacking the most. Fortify Endurance. Legendary Detect Life. Detect Life at a legendary distance and a legendary depth, I suppose, or just amount of time, maybe. Johnson says we want to listen. I would veto listening to that song. For one thing, it's 22 minutes long, so we would only do 5 minutes at most, and like people would leave. People would be like, I don't want to be here for this, Alex. This hurts. It is I would reserve veto powers for cases such as that one. And I don't wield that one super often. I'm usually pretty agreeable, but like, oof. A man has his limits. It's or a streamer. A streamer has his limits. It's weird seeing me with my shield up, by the way, because we, you know, use two-handed weapons most of the time. So a rare instance of shield bearingness. Is this the guy we've heard about? I don't think it is.
Morning, sir.
Yes, it definitely is morning.
It's over, citizen. The crisis is ended. But at what cost? We are an empire without an emperor. The future is uncertain at best.
Johnson says, don't test me, Alex. I have no limits. Is this the guy? It is. What's up, dude?
What? What do you want? Friend? Wait. You're not my friend. If you were my friend, you'd give me something. Like, you know, skooma.
I do like how this guy is asking for skooma, a very illegal substance, just openly in the streets of the capital in the Imperial City. His eyes are enormous, by the way, and his manner of speaking is curious. Wonder why this guy's been targeted.
Fairlian? Hey, that's my name.
Hey, what's up,
I'm
TriStar?
Fairlian.
The Shivering Isles, he says. It awaits us, my friend. It does. A two-handed shield, dude. I would love that. Two-handed and a shield. That'd be. I feel like there's like a D&D fighter, like a fighter class feat that does something like that, or maybe it's barbarians I'm thinking of, where yeah, they can wield a two-handed weapon one-handed with slightly less effectiveness to it, but still they can do it. Wish you could use spells while holding a shield and sword. You can, can't you? Use spells while holding a shield and sword? I think you can. Have I got my castle? Well, we did do Battlehorn Castle. We did that a while back, and we did get it upgraded. So we have that castle. We also have Frostcrag Spire, and we have the Pirate Boat, and we have Deepscorn Hollow, although we have not upgraded Deepscorn Hollow yet. Yeah, we got Battlehorn. We got that, like... That was actually the first DLC thing we did, and we did that pretty early on.
Skooma! Oh, yeah! You want to be my friend? I'll tell you what. Skooma's the only thing I want. You get me some. Now listen up. Skooma. You know what that is? Get me some skooma and we'll be good friends. Okay? Do you have any skooma now? 'Cause I can be your friend right now.
Not yet. This man's manner of speaking is startling. I don't know much about skooma. I know it's like condensed and processed moon sugar. I don't know much about it beyond that, but it seems like the kind of thing that would rot your teeth just based on how it's described. And he's got all of his teeth, so I don't know. I don't know what this is all about, really.
Oh, okay. Well, you get me some skooma, and then we'll be good friends. Okay? Okay? Nordinor.
Oh, right, the skooma den. How could I forget? Just a little bit insane. He's got some Gollum vibes. He kind of does, doesn't he, Arasi? Oh, but you can't? Oh, really? Yeah. Let's try it then. Potato Prior. Because, yeah, in Morrowind, you could not either. In Morrowind, you would have either weapon stance or spellcasting stance, and never the twain shall meet. Whereas in this one, I got sword and shield, and I can go... Bah. Obviously, all I did was cast the unlock spell, but you can definitely do it. Same with healing spells. And detect life. So it's all totes doable, which is pretty nice. It is a very nice convenience. But anywho, so yes. So if we go to Bruma, a man named Nordinor in Breville, late at night he sells it. Oh, I think I remember this guy, yeah. Oh, so yeah, not Bruma, Breville. Yeah, because there is a place called the Skooma Den, which we could probably source some from there as well. But if nothing else, yeah, we could buy some from the dude. Unless I'm wrong, unless it's not here. But I want to say that it is. Yep, there it is. Scuba Den.
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
What is it now?
That guy's Daedric armor always catches my eye.
Certainly lives
I
up to her
understand.
name.
Tadros
I've seen
Kellis
her
has
with
more
an
jobs than she knows what to do with. She's very
Oops. Is it this one right here? It's across the way, across this bridge. Like the banners in the distance, it's really cool. Get your fix and then live eternally, except you don't see the sun anymore.
Well met.
Salute. Welcome. Please say your
You
piece.
steer the rotted. What are you drinking right now? He's like, I swear it's nothing weird.
Hello.
How are you today? From Kvatch for a change.
Yeah, we've snuck around here before, and I think we found some things.
So I've heard.
Tadros Hellas teach
But
Smith
everyone's here right now, so much for my brilliant idea.
She's always busy, that's for sure. I have heard she's a good teacher, though.
Bye. Yes.
I just like the fact that they labeled this place Skumadin, which is definitely not suspicious at all. Yeah, I feel like this would probably not worth attempting. So instead, we'll just go ahead and... Oh, unless there's some over here. Imagine. This is the Majora's Mask treasure chest at the very beginning of the game, at the top of that like wooden tower that you can't really see. Well, you can see it, but you can't reach it until you get the hook shot. In this case, you can't reach this treasure chest unless you can get a high enough acrobatics to make that jump. But anyway, let's move time ahead by 8 hours. We need to be nighttime. Or Daedric gear. Yeah, I think that's the in-game explanation for why there's so much Daedric stuff and glass stuff, elven stuff. Is that, yeah, it's like things left over from all the Daedra happenings, gates and whatnot. It's a sleepy time.
What's going on with you?
I ran across a couple of mud crabs not long ago. Annoying creatures.
I'm curious if they're like all just gonna go to bed and leave me down here to thief through their things sneakily.
Evening. What? Any new books you've been reading? I'm finally getting around to reading.
And I'll take that, but
I've never read.
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they don't actually have skooma here, but I thought for sure that they would.
Take care. You too.
Yeah, we really have been just standing somewhat ominously. Because she's just staring at the wall. As one does. Yeah, maybe I don't know, maybe skooma keeps you up all night. Like they're trying to go to bed, I think, but now they're just talking to each other. Okay. So I think we've actually seen this person before. Like the first time we happened upon this cool place. We like happened upon him by accident. He's like way over here, I think. Cosmos. Here you go.
Thank you. Something strange is going on with Ardaline and Varan Vermori. I always see him hanging around her.
Tunes are annoying. Well, but of course, the tricky thing is not to blast them too loud, so as not to disturb those around us. But otherwise, it's fair game, I would say. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's not ever at that one particular spot I was thinking. Does he have anything else new to talk about?
Sorry, but I'm really not one for engaging in conversation. Please, leave me.
It's like, nope, I'm just gonna continue staring at the statue, longingly. Nordenor and Breville. I am in the right place, right? This is Breville? Yes, I am. Oh, but we do have a quest indicator now. Does that mean he is where I think he is? He apparently... Was he sleeping? That's custom. We just talked to him. It must be inside here. Oh, except it's locked. Causes scheduling to get weird. It very well might, yeah. That's also very possible.
The forlorn watchman is gone for good. The stories about his fate were true, but now the curse has been broken.
Looking around for a particular dude.
Take care. Good evening.
You too.
Third floor. We've been up here, apparently. Obvious sign of my tomfoolery. Oh! What the fuck? That shirt just got knocked around. That was weird. Yeah, let's follow the red indicator. It says go this way. And then it says go outside. Okay. Oh, here's the guy. Yay, there he is. Yeah, he's going to his spot. I was right. This was the place, but it's got to be at midnight. Okay. Nighttime isn't nighttime enough. It needs to be midnight for it to be legit. You got the goods?
Any friend of Martin's is a friend of mine. Have a look around.
Let's get 3. See if that's enough to
Pleasure doing business with you.
tickle his interests. Anything I can sell while I'm here? Not particularly. Nope. Not really. And then I'm just gonna disappear right in front of his eyes and warp back to our buddy. We now know where he lives, although I don't know if he's gonna be awake at this hour. Although if he's a scuba fiend, he might be up forever, actually. He might never sleep. The armor is ready, by the way. Excellent. So next time we find ourselves in the area, that'd be a worthwhile get. Wait, watchtower? What in the world? Oh, no, it wants me to go this way. I think is what it's saying. Talos Plaza? Yeah, that sounds right. Because he lives in the hotel. Although, this is like a pretty upscale area. Yeah, apparently I'm going the wrong way. It's still pointing me back to Britaville for some reason. Let's see if there's a hotel that we're supposed to find then. What did you say was the name of it? Tiber Septim Hotel. That's appropriately titled, I would say. Antalis Plaza. Oh, we're in Elven Gardens. Okay. Is he inside? Hold on. What's the name of the guy? Alien. Why is it pointing me to Lorkmere? That's weird. I mean, sure. I guess I'll try it. Are we sure? Am I sure it will fit? Oh, sorry, we had the wrong idea. You wanted it to be like armor representing a dragon, not armor sized for a dragon. Well, this is awkward. Why did you say something earlier? They say, yeah, just one big misunderstanding. Let's save and then bust in. I don't know why it's pointing us in here though. Like, why? I don't know who Lorkmere is, but I don't know what his relationship to this lad would be. We apparently have been here before. Maybe. Private quarters. Why am I being directed into here? How is this at all relevant? Bone meal? What the hell? Everything's all busted up. Do I have the wrong quest targeted? Line with skooma. Yeah, why is the quest indicator saying, yeah, go in here? I don't understand. This is very strange. It's kind of cool, because, I mean, it's all, like, there's all spider webs, and it's all busted up and broken, and there's bone meal for some reason. So it's interesting, but seemingly unrelated. Guess I'll poke around while I'm here, but I feel like I should just advance time to daytime, because this person, or I should just go to the hotel, but he's probably sleeping right now. Lorkmere, yeah, I feel like I've maybe been here before. Oh, there's skooma here. Oh, that's why it's pointing us here. I could have gotten some free stuff and not bought the stuff like a doofus. That's why. That's why it was pointing us here. It said, hey, we've got some of the stuff right here. Wish I would have seen that a little bit sooner, but oh well. It's not like we're exactly struggling for money anyway. What's in his basement, I wonder? Anything cool and devious, I hope? Oh! Oh. Well, this is a level of involvement I was not prepared for. Now I wonder, is that why this guy is targeted? Because he committed a murder. Most foul. An actual murder basement, yeah. So I wonder, did this lad kill Lorkmere for his skooma? Someone found out about it and they put a hit on him. Or maybe Lorkmere committed the Black Sacrament himself to get Phalion got because he knew he was going to, like, eventually kill him. Like he didn't trust him or something. All that for a 10 plate. Yeah, not expected. Not expected. Have I seen this guy before? Maybe. Yeah. Had nothing important on his person. The most important thing, or the most interesting thing on his person was the skooma. I was kind of hoping that we'd get like a quest indicator, but we had nothing pointing us here. Other than the quest saying, there's gonna be skooma here, apparently. Like, maybe there was like a flavor text thing that said, oh, you should stop by so-and-so's place, but like, maybe I just missed something, but it seemed like it was kind of the quest mechanism thing that just kind of nudged us this way. Well, it is interesting. And it's still pointing us back to Lorkmere and his untimely death. So, Talos Plaza. That's gonna have the goods. Into the goods we descend. Oh, apparently, this is where all the guards that previously helped out are dispersing. Because they all just like spawned in at the same time.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's see, which building is this? Because the game is trying to say, don't go to any of these places. Don't waste your time. Like, apparently he lives here. There's a hotel in which he lives. Cyber Septum Hotel, it's right behind me. Frozen vegetables and soup. It sounds nice, honestly. It sounds nice. What time is it right now? It is early morning. Does he live in the basement? That'd be a little bit too on the nose, wouldn't it? We've been here before. There's obvious indication of Alex sneakery transpiring here previously. It's like the headcanon of him like sleeping on the... Like, oh yes, I live in this really fancy hotel. He sleeps in the basement of the hotel. Oh, whoops. You know what? Yeah. I will commit a crime. Oh, this guy. Yeah, I remember him.
If you're looking for books, first edition is the only...
Oh, this guy. Yeah, he was part of the main quest as well.
It's a fine place, but I miss the personal attention.
The lodgings. Anything in the study? Oh, a person.
Oh, Phalion.
Uh-oh.
Why must you ruin both our lives?
Okay, some additional flavor text is available
dear
here.
Friend, it is so good to see you.
Do I know you?
Please, I don't mean to get emotional, but I feel I can trust you. I just don't know what to do about Phalion.
Murder him is what I'm gonna do.
All he thinks about, all he cares about is skooma. He was a fine young man once, but he's lost everything. His looks, his money, his self-respect. I followed him a few times to see where he goes. He walks around the city looking for skooma. And then he goes to Lorkmir's house for several hours.
That explains it.
It's in the Elfin Gardens district. I think the house is deserted. That's why he goes there. So he can escape from life and do his skooma. Thank you for listening. You're a good friend. I just hope my sweet Phalion can clean himself up, or that awful skooma will be the death of him.
Or something else will, perhaps. So yeah, we got some good flavor text, but the thing is, I feel like we kind of got this flavor text too late because, yeah, we already knew about the Lorkmir situation, so yeah, I feel like the game kind of spoiled it a little bit for us, but that's okay. Is he in here? He is... Oh, right, well, we don't have a quest indicator for him. Oh god, yeah, this is not this is not Phalion, this is me. I did this. I exploded the wine bottles, I remember this all too well. I'm actually impressed the game has not despawned or reset all those objects. Well, what is morning time right now? So saying he walks around all day, then like at some point chills in Lorkmir's house for several hours. We know what he looks like, and we've seen him about. So, yeah, Elven Gardens District. Let's go back. $7 a.m. God dang. How time flies. So the game is saying... hang out in Lorkmir's house. Or we can maybe find him... Now that there's a watchtower, I wonder if there's like something in the watchtower. Or a person in the watchtower that has some more info. Unless he's already in here. That'd be awfully convenient. My entire face is the quest. Yes, my giant purple face reveals more than you would think. It'd be awfully convenient if I could just stumble upon him in here so I could just get the deed done that way.
Ah!
Ouch. But yep, guy's still dead, and that's all there is to it. So this guard tower. Tell me more. Okay, I thought I saw somebody sleeping there. Okay, I'm getting all turned around. It was... Oh, there was nothing in the guard tower. Oh, maybe I just missed him then. Why would he be in the guard tower, though? That wouldn't make sense. Yeah, now it's pointing me back to the city aisle. So again, I feel that it's still saying, it's like it's pointing me both ways. It's like it wants me to go to Breville.
Well met.
And then it's still wanting me to just hang out in Lurkmar's place. And I guess we could just wait there. We don't know, except we don't know what hours he's going to be in there. So yeah, I was hoping I could just kind of stumble upon him.
How can I assist you, champion?
Or Lurkmir, rather. Because I think the reason it's doing that because there's no other way out onto like the main hub world except for going through Talos Plaza. That's why I wanted to have us go through Talos Plaza. Well, all we know is that he wanders around a whole bunch and then he ends up here eventually. So let's see if there's anything else we can glean from this. But otherwise, if we wait here enough, he will pop in. Is that him right there? That's the man.
Oh, hi. Hi again. You're the one who was going to bring me some skooma to be my friend. Yeah, I remember you. Now.
We're gonna be friendly, all right.
Skooma, do you have?
Yeah, we don't have to listen to all this again.
You have skooma? Oh, my friend. Yeah, you're my friend now. Thank you. Thank you. Hey,
Genuinely disturbing.
Now that we're friends. You want to come with me to my special place? It's not, very far. If you
It's a
want,
special place.
to Lurkmir's house. I go there every day, from 11 in the morning till 5 at night. I just go and relax. Lurkmir,
Relax.
He ain't around no more. I use his house. Here's a key for you. You come whenever you want. Okay then. Oh yeah, his house is in the Elven Gardens district. So yeah, maybe I'll see you there, my new friend. Goodbye, my friend.
Serial killer vibes. Well, I think that's quite appropriate. An appropriate comparison.
Skooma. Oh, yeah. Hey, you gave me some skooma. You are so nice. Oh, yeah. You're such a good friend.
A high elf. That's why they call him that, right? Yep. Actually, is this where we're going right now, fam? It's 10 a.m., not 11. So he's just gonna keep wandering. So I'm gonna wait just exactly 1 hour. He said from 11 to 5. Every hour, or not every hour, but every day, like clockwork. From 11 to 5, he says. He says, I like to go here and just hang out, just chill. Mr. Whale, what's up, buddy? Happy evening to you, my dude. I'm gonna question why he has bone meal, of all things. I mean, the dead body in the basement is one thing, but random bone meal in the bedroom is where I draw the line. We're about to... Oh, here we go. Here's the dude.
Whoa, you shouldn't sneak up on people like that.
Here's this very nice and happy lad.
My friend, you made it, huh? That's great.
That's great.
Did you want
villain
to
vibes?
just relax, or did you want something else?
Something else. Ooh. So what do you think? What approach should we take? Because we're here to end this man's life. Do we go like menacing evil, or do we go like, it's okay, Lenny, we're gonna see the rabbits. Close your eyes, it'll all be over soon. I kind of want to go for the second one because it's like, it has like an emotional gravitas that he probably will not understand. Quote Johnson. Yeah, if there was some kind of way to say, give me a quote from this one particular user, that'd be kind of cool. If there was such a function.
Sleep? But nah, no, I'm not tired. Not tired right now. I have lots of, energy. The skooma. I can feel it in my veins.
It's like I'm unable to sleep.
Hey, my friend.
Try this one.
My soul? Whoa! Wow! Yeah! Okay, yeah! That sounds great! You can have my soul. Can I have your soul too? Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's the bot being inconsiderate.
Hey,
Let's try the last option.
You're kind of weird. You know that? But that's okay. I like crazy people. I like crazy people. And skooma. Shh.
The voice actor for this role clearly hopefully was having a fun time. It sounds like they were really leaning into the mannerisms of like, yeah, talk like somebody who's strung out on skooma and has very much murdered a person in their home.
Oh, hey, yeah, I'll talk to you later.
Yep, we'll talk later. I'm gonna see if I can go in for a sneak attack, if nothing else. Oh, that actually was not very dramatic. I hit him and he just kind of like he just kept walking. He's like, I don't care. A secure location with no witnesses. Well, and like I was saying earlier, we saw like pretty obvious evidence that there was some shit going down that he had initiated. Specifically, yeah, well, for one thing, the house is a mess. It's like it's all busted up and broken. Everything in here is messed up. And then, yes, in the basement, of course, is the surprise. It was like, yeah, Lorkmir's not around anymore. I made sure of that. And then we go, oh, what do you mean by that? And then you see this, and you go, oh, that's what it is then. I'll say, I see then. And quite elusive. No, it's okay. It's okay. TriStar he's not one to be tied down. He's a free spirit. Actually, speaking of free spirits, I actually will be wrapping up pretty soon because we're at about the 4-hour mark, and it is nearing pumpkin time, as we say. Before I turn into a pumpkin. However, we've completed a Dark Brotherhood quest and a Thieves Guild quest. Let's maybe see if we can turn both in, ideally. So, not sure really if it matters which one to do first. Let's do Dark Brotherhood first, just because that one was what we just knocked out. That'd be Enchanted Hall. Over this ways. And here we are back with wielding our default weapon, which is to say Daedric Claymore, instead of dilly-dallying with daggers. The dilly-dally dagger. Excuse me. Into our favorite abandoned house, into the basement. Into a literal hole in the wall, and then down the slope and past some brooding red lights and permanent puddles of blood. Trying to figure out if I'm hungry, Johnson. I have also been down that road more times than I can count, especially while I'm eating. Like I'm eating, and I'm eating like at a relatively medium pace, and then I hit a certain point where I think to myself, am I still hungry, or am I just eating because it tastes good? And of course, more often than not, the answer is pretty obvious, but still, I hesitate.
You are like a dark gift from the Night Mother herself. Please, tell me how I can help.
His face is so angular, but I guess when you're a vampire, you get the like sunken cheeks. Just flip a coin. No food though, Whale. Oh, that's no fun, dude. Or nothing that's like super convenient then, yeah. Yeah, that is part of it too. It's like when it's convenient. A convenient thing to just have or prepare quickly.
You are like a dark gift from the Night Mother herself.
Or we just heard that line. I'm actually looking to see if there's the other peeps I can talk to.
Ah, dear friend, may I steal a moment of your time? I have a rather delicate situation I was hoping you could help me with.
I'm interested.
This is a personal matter, and will have no bearing on your standing within the Dark Brotherhood. Would you like to hear more?
I would. You may proceed.
I find your decision most agreeable. Now the details.
Far south of here, on the southern end of Cyrodiil, lies a swamp called Bogwater.
We're just there.
Hiding in that swamp, you will find an Argonian shadow scale named Scartail. Kill this renegade and bring me his heart as proof of the deed.
Damn. Brutal. Bring me his heart. Now, this is not an official contract, is it?
I do so love pursuing a contract
Oh,
in the Imperial City.
That was our own
The
contract.
alleys, the shadows, the challenge of evading Philida's legion troops. I envy you.
It's more of a laziness thing, yeah. Yeah, it's like, what's a higher order for me? Is it my laziness or is it my hunger? Which one's gonna win when they duke it out?
There are whispers in the halls of the sanctuary. Some say there is a traitor among us.
Now I wonder if, like, what he's asking us to do is traitorous itself. It could be.
When Ochiva and I trained with the Dark Brotherhood as children, we befriended another initiate, a shadow scale by the name of Scartail. The three of us were inseparable. When our training was completed, we reluctantly parted ways. But now, the unthinkable has happened. Scartail has fled Black Marsh and refuses to fulfill his duties as a royal assassin. This is an act of treason. This treachery must be punished.
One is lazy. Yes, there we go, Five Finger.
Brotherhood cannot kill a fellow family member. A shadow scale is forbidden from slaying another shadow scale. That is why you must go to Bogwater and eliminate that treacherous snake. Please kill Scartail so Chiva and I can put this matter behind us.
Then bring me his heart. The only kind of hearts we can acquire otherwise are the Daedra hearts. This is something else where it's like, damn, dude, this is much more involved than I was thinking.
You walk always in the shadow of cities.
I wonder if we talk to Ochiva about it, if she will be like, oh yeah, don't do that, dude. Or if she'll offer her blessing. Also, he also has a Daedra Claymore. We're Daedra Claymore bros.
Please, tell me how I can help.
I'm guessing she's in her usual spot, beating the shit out of a wooden mannequin.
I know what you're thinking.
You do.
Hey, I don't like.
Oh yeah, okay, we've heard that one 1,000 times.
Happy hunting, my brother.
So good to see you. Is there anything you need? Yes, dearest brother.
Funny,
Is there
like
something I
looking at
can
an
help you
NPC
with?
being in sneak mode.
Don't tell anyone else. But someday.
Okay, she's gonna have Ochiva's position. Right,
Good luck,
right, back to
brother.
sneak
I
mode.
hope you don't get killed.
You too, I guess. I know what his heart looks like. It's a long story. Let's go this way, because yeah, I'm not sure where this person went. Here she is.
I am honored by your presence. The high elf Phalian now swims in the maelstrom of darkness at the feet of our dread father, Sithis. And there
Swims
were
in
no
the maelstrom of
witnesses to our
darkness.
handiwork.
That's a cool
Because
phrase.
of the discretion you exercised, Captain Philida will not suspect the Dark Brotherhood was involved and will not meddle in our affairs. Here is your reward and bonus. Both have been well earned. Go now and rest, and may the Night Mother guard your dreams.
I'm actually curious if she would be willing to talk to me about the Scartail
One
thing.
that will rely on your ability to remain fully undetected.
Scartail, yeah, let's talk about this.
Scartail is a traitor to Argonia and a blight
Oh,
upon
yeah, she wants him
Tamriel.
done.
Kill
Okay.
him, as my brother requests, and we will be forever in your debt.
Any rumors?
I've heard
Okay, the usual. Again, it's just the same kind of stuff. So we'll listen to the contract next time. I think I will wrap it here. We also have a Thieves Guild thing to turn in. We'll do that next time as well, just because again, it's getting late. The late hour draws near, my friends. And her cold, loving embrace. Well, that's all a very warm and happy note to end it on, my friends. So next time, for one thing, next time we need to level up. I have not leveled up in... I think we did level up last stream. So yeah, we'll level up next time we stream. Which will not be tomorrow, but it will most likely be Wednesday. At least that's the current plan. There's a chance that might change. But yeah, the plan is that I'll stream Wednesday, Thursday this week. sticking with the usual schedule. So we're gonna go and save, and then we're going to check the bingo board real quick. If you want to stick with me a little bit longer, if you like the bingo board, then that's a nice opportunity to see to reflect on the fun things we did tonight, and see if we got lucky with the bingo tonight. I did remove, by the way, for anybody curious, I did remove some of the now very unlikely, if not impossible, bingo panels. Because, for instance, Explorer and Oblivion Gate cannot happen anymore, and NPCs attacking us within a city, unprompted, can only happen if it's like tied to a side quest. You know, if we piss somebody off so much as part of a side quest. Otherwise, it really can't happen. So I've cleared some of it up to hopefully be a little bit nicer and more, you know, fair, I would say. Although at some point I need to consider of like other entries I could add. Like, what are some entries I could add in for the bingo board? Because it's tricky coming up with things that happen sometimes, but happen not all the time, and also not never. Like things that happen every so frequently, somewhat consistently. Hey, what's up, got you? Good to see you, bud. Joined at the worst time. No, it's okay. We're glad to have you. If you want, you can join in at least by seeing what our bingo board looks like for tonight, because we are ending the stream, and then I'll be back most likely Wednesday night with more Oblivion, continuing Dark Brotherhood and Thieves Guild questing. Caves and Abandoned Mines, yes, we absolutely did. Completed a guild quest, absolutely. NPC behavior, I can't think of anything. Let's put a pin on this one. I can't think of any obvious weird NPC behavior. We saw the game being kind of glitchy, but I can't think of anything that was like NPC goofiness. New useful ring or amulet, yes. Yeah, we got that, the one that buffs our willpower and strength. It buys silence. I don't know. I'm gonna click this one, I guess, because it probably happened and I just didn't notice it. We fought that Gloom Wraith, and Gloom Wraiths sometimes cast silence, so I'll hit that one as a safety, but I honestly can't remember. So if anybody can think of NPC behavior that was glitchy, then this would be a valid bingo. Otherwise, do we see an enemy take damage from environment? No, no death. I did get a new spell, even though we lost that save because I reloaded the save. Still counts. Stream went down temporarily. No, it did not. Over encumbered? No, not today, actually. Oddly enough. A rare instance where that did not happen. Oh, you're right, Irossi. That was... Was it glitchy? No. Was it funny? Yes. I'm going to say that counts. So that counts as a bingo. That's an extra nut and an extra 5 points to the counter. Yeah, thank you, Irossi. I think that's valid to point out. Abandoned castle or keep? Not today. No TED Talks. I am live. Sold stolen things? Not today. At least not yet. Very hard lockpicks? Nope. Imperial City? Yes. Mid-bathroom break? Yep. Game did not crash. Did not get that one. We had one crash today. Just the one. Didric Shrine? Yes. Nernroot? Yes. 3 more lockpicks? Nope. Didn't break a single one. Amazing thing we can't use? No, not really. We got a bow just now, though. I don't know if it's amazing, though. We'll see if that's a deal breaker, but it looks like it won't be. Iliad Ruin? Yes. We entered it. We didn't do much, but we did enter it. Encountered a vampire? I'm going to say no. An obvious reference to Morrowind? I can't think of any. Just the how the presumed shrine to Sithis looked reminded me of the 6th house stuff, but nah, I think that doesn't quite count. It's like an obvious, like hearing somebody talk about like the Heart of Lorkhan or the Nervarine, like if they make an obvious mention. We talk about Morrowind often, but like hearing it in game is where it's tricky. If they mention Vardenfell or the province of Morrowind, or yeah, you hear them mention Vivec or the Nervarine, or happenings throughout the events, you know, the tribunal, that kind of thing. But still, one bingo's pretty good. One bingo's pretty dang good. We almost, look at this, we almost got, if the game, look at this, look what the game robbed of us. If not for that one crash, then we would have gotten an extra 2 bingos from that one space. What a tease that is. What an absolute tease. And the ultimate, like, bamboozle with all this is that it didn't even happen technically on screen. I guess you're having to trust me on this, because I was alt-tabbing when I was getting ready to do my BRB, and when I hit the alt-tab combo is when it crapped out, and I had the screen hidden. So yeah, such a tricky one, man. Such a tricky one. That would be several bingos. Yeah, that would have been several bingos, yeah. But in any case, friends, that is where we're going to wrap it up for the night. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you to Scarlet and to Merhap Time Zone for the very generous raids. I appreciate people hanging out and chilling with us as we play this cool game and as I continue to delve deeper into the side quests and the guild quests. And yeah, all good stuff, friends.